Elysium. Ellis Island. Anyway. Loading up from last time. We had just... I think we'd... well, I mean... I confess, I accidentally closed the game without saving, so I haven't chatted with this guy yet.
You found me.
Wish I had, but, you know. Got your hint.
So tell me, are you here to make things right?
Not trying to screw anything
I
up.
have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight.
Why would I want to meet your
told
friend?
him about you, and he'd like to say hello.
Just
Step
skip this conversation real quick. But I just found you again. Look at it. It's beautiful. Ah, yes. I promise we'll talk again. It's important. There we go. The smoker on the balcony. All right. Now then. Back to where we were. But going into speak with the Sunday friend of the smoker on the balcony. Why internalize the critically important thought of the fact that I am actually totally named Raphael Ambrosius Costello. I'm gonna look around first before I chat with his Sunday friend, Mr. I'm honest. Okay, I party dragon silk robe. Didn't think I'd find a kimono. Was kind of expecting no one to be in here. Like we'd get in and it'd be a red herring. Nathan, fortunately, just now notified me about this. How long you've been live? A minute and 40 seconds. Why? Ah, yes, the, to complete the kimono outfit, you get the old rice farmer hat, or, however he described it, the Samaran conical hat. Empty ashtray. Gotta look around the apartment first. Dates open for lecture at local university, and flyers for underground parties. Alright, now then, Mr.
of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Well, officer, I'm by myself here. His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearance.
My name is Charles Villedron. I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stability on assignment from Sir Leclerc. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I'm here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Very good, super. I'm here. Spoke with my friend. Quite excellent. Yes, I'm here to assist in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging. I have to absolutely inquire about that wonderful canopy. About this beautiful silk robe. Behind this black Samaran hat. How about the beautiful silk robe?
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business.
Well, I mean, it depends on where you got it. If that's like, whatever.
That's really all I can tell you about it.
Oh, I can't ask about the rest of this stuff? Damn, but I want to know about the gorgeous canopy. God. Forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony. You actually witnessed the lynching. I'm sorry to say I did not. Well, some help you'll be. Didn't see the hanging. He saw the little show staged by the Hardys. Let him talk. He may know more than even he knows. Start from the beginning. Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like a play. Meaning it was entertaining? No, Minchik said. I mean, it was so strange I could barely believe what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that they first came in carrying what looked like a body, and then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead one by one. It's when I understood I should not be seeing this. I think I've got the picture. Anything stand out? Only that there were about 8 or 10, couldn't make out anything, it was so dark, and that it was quiet. Quietest lynching I ever heard of. Just let alone heard. But I suspect you already knew that. I can't say I'm surprised. The fine reputation of the men and women serving in the RCM is well deserved. It's an official like you doing in Martinet. Coalition is only looking for the price stabilité. Reaches an index finger. Inflation is a killer. Like a heart disease blocking normal circulation of the economy, it must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight. Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment? Bureaucrat. The price stability. Ah, well, I'm renovating it. I mean, that makes sense. It's an interesting project. The building used to be 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. That, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. Roomba, shut up! Ruining the ambiance of this moment. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here. So you're some kind of bureaucrat. Yes, and as I said before, I'm commissioner of Sur la Clef, working for the Institute of Price Stability. It's one of the main projects of Moral Intern. Your national community. La Communauté Internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the Coalition. In other words, nation that stopped disaster of the revolution. What do I call the Coalition? Your employer, technically speaking. The governing authority of Revachol, the RCM, is but one part of the provisional administration. Interesting. Okay, and what is the price stability? It is the most important thing. That doesn't tell me anything. The central goal of a sound monetary police. Maintaining the price stability is essential in maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining la social stabilité. Okay, that's all I really need to know. Take your daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That is why institutional price stability works to keep inflation just below 2%. Of what? But he's just going on autopilot. But not too far below. No. 2 below is also bad. Below. But close to 2%. Not answering any of my questions. Coalition believes in the important information to the public about the benefit of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an information pamphlet? Nah, I'm good. A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability in raison d'être of Moral Intern. It is the reason I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have any leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available as part of Moral Intern's commitment to transparency. No pamphlets, huh? Tell me about this Moral Intern. It's the International Organization of Moralists, hence Moralist International. Not a subtle name. The Institute of Price Stability is one of many mind babies as the coalition. But of course. But why? Because moralists believe normal, stable world governed by democratic values. Okay. What is a normal, stable world? The Occident is part of the normal world. Orange sur la Clef. Martinet doesn't seem very normal and stable. No, Martinet is something else. And the rest of Revachol? Generally difficult. It's led by interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. Funny that. Is full democracy when a guy wins an election and the other party doesn't throw a hissy fit and complain? Because I'd like to know what that's like. But they are working towards it. You're all doing well here, relatively speaking. I think I'm a moralist. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupancies. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Democracy is meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism? Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer? It's usually the most boring one. Not boring, my friend. Responsible. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, level-headed ideology for doers. And you are a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Stop trying to sell me on this. Not here for your political spiel there, pamphlet man. Enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else? Sir Clef. I'm gonna throw that Roomba out the window. See if it's gained the ability to fly as well as annoy me. What is there to say? Sur la Clef is a modern urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index, the HDFI. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor for the less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress supports and cherishes. What makes Revachol Sur la Clef darling? Because the great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur la Clef, its language, its people, its cuisine even, or at least in the downtown La Delta area. Jamrock and other parts of international zone have been mercifully spared Sur la Clef's love for meatballs and mashed potatoes. Ew. Sounds like a terrible combination. Meatballs and mashed potatoes. Tell me about Orange. Orange is an exemplary nation who, as a core of EPIS, contribute to 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur la Clef, Orange is probably the most prominent member of the international community. I don't know what Epis is. Outside of Epis, what is Orange? Orange's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced series and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community. You talk like a normal person? About what? Orange, just tell me what it's like there. Oh, it's very urban, very well organized. Streets are clean, horse cars run on time, and the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they're an example for less emerged nations to follow. Okay, well. Enough business, tell me something else. What if I told you there's a fugitive from the moral intern in Martinet? A fugitive? Well, I would say it's very bad indeed, not super. What sort of fugitive are we talking? Corporate espionage type stuff? That's extremely serious. Corporate espionage may technically be legal in Revachol. Is it espionage at that point if it's legal? I assume, like, spying comes with the understanding that you're breaking some sort of law here. Elsewhere, it's very highly offensive. It's a very high-level offense. It violates a number of international agreements, in particular, first, Le Charte Accord. Fugitive must be turned over to the ICP immediately. Have you apprehended them? We're at the Whirling Rags. Drama. Pin it on someone else. I mean, it's hypothetical. I don't actually know. Ooh, do I sell her out? That's the question. I don't feel like I sell her out. She's been pretty forward with me and on the run. I mean, it's purely hypothetical. What do you mean as a hypothetical? I don't mean to imply anything, officer, but there's no chance you're harboring a fugitive, is there? I'm afraid I must insist that you tell me what you know, or I'll be forced to make very unfavorable report to my superiors and the moral intern. Well, this is embarrassing. I could throw a point into drama to make this a little bit easier. So right now I need an 11. I assume. Anything? No, my drama is 0. I need a 12, pretty much. Yeah, I'm losing stuff from items. If I put my level up point to that for some reason, I can get it down to an 11 is what I need. Which is pretty dang low. Only 3%, huh? Alright, well. Sorry, Clage. No, oh, wow. Oh, come on. Damn it. Akuno. All the names. Okay, well, sure. All the names stored in a rusty filing cabinet that is your hippocampus. Kuno, punk-ass kid who hangs behind the Whirling Rags. A child. What proof do you have that this child is involved in corporate espionage? He's a ginger. What do you mean by that, officer? Saying it establishes a pattern of criminality. Do I need to get a cork board and some yarn here? It's a slippery slope, man. Real slippery. It does seem kind of tenuous now that you mention it. It's a slippery slope, man. There's no way I can submit that report to the ICP. They'd have my head examined. It's just you work on your investigative skills a bit more before you go around accusing children of crimes. Now that that's sorted out, is there anything else you wanted to discuss? Yeah, about your friend. Roomba's gonna get a knife in its back, I'm telling you. You know who's gonna do it? The Clefairy Top from Burger King. More to the point. My friend. My friend is a good young man. Family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him, but he understands the importance of education and has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters. What are you doing in his apartment by yourself? I'm enjoying the view. Is it rude of your friend to leave you alone like this? We're old friends. Nothing taboos between us. He comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's very active. That you two become friends. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happen on the Insulidian Isola. Oil platforms ablaze in the night. Civil wars lasting for years. Finally, in the international community is forced to step in. No one becomes friends that way. Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are. Meeting people that they met. Meeting the people that they meet. It's how I came here and my friend too. Stomp told me who is. Who? Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. But I told you, he's a bright young man to pursue education. So all you can tell me is that he's here to study the arts. He's deeply enmeshed in the fine arts. Which arts? Truly a free spirit. This guy's giving me the fucking runabout. What about his name? Officer, you have to understand I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and database, right? Please don't put me into the situation. Well, I mean, now I feel less bad that I lied to you instead of child's committing corporate espionage. hate that guy. The Roomba, specifically. What's Kedra? Candidate member of EPIS, but between you and me, the potential membership is more of a contentious issue. What do you mean? That's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since. It doesn't tell me about Kendra itself, where it is, cold, something in between. Warm. It's known for Mandarian trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Lights just came on somewhere. I had something else in mind. Well, apparently I've got all I need. A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. Why can't we talk later? I'm against diplomatic best practices of an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. He pauses. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I shall be leaving as well. Well, yes. Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. What is this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate political opinions somewhere else in Martinet. That's me, Mr. Reasonable, someone who's gotta keep it sane around here. It's because I keep saying none of the above political stuff. It's also about that, but it's also more! Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscious. What is it? It's not a place, it's a moment in time that can arise in the right circumstances. All of human... Finally, shut up. All of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times. How do you bring about those circumstances? Incrementally. Yawn. Get on with faster. Thanks, electrochemistry. History's great catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place too quickly. There's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized the progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real lasting change can only come about through gradually, increment by increment. What about the things that are wrong now? Tisk tisk, just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above those of the future. You may never live to see the Kingdom of Conscience, your children may not, even your grandchildren might not, but that's no excuse to not keep working. What Sangfreud? What a fucking joke. Sounds like the rest of my body is not impressed by this. Kingdom of Consciousness is really about doing things or preserving the status quo. Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed? There's a question. Well, the current status quo kind of is chaos and bloodshed, so... funny that. Chaos and bloodshed. Well... God, such an issue. I suppose yes, ultimately. There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress. It sounds mega boring. Count me out. What you want is immaterial. The Kingdom of Conscience is coming, whether you like it or not, only very slowly. Well, I mean, I do believe in order for change to happen, it needs to be made progressively and over time. Radical change is probably fragile. It's very likely to just get torn down by the next radical who comes along. Too much radical change and you become pretty much a dictator at that point, imposing your radical change on everyone else. That leads to resentment. Slowly and over time it actually works, but it's a very fine line between actually changing things slowly over time and, you know, just sort of preserving the status quo. But I suppose sometimes, when the status quo lingers for a bit too long, some radical change needs to happen. I had to go to my bed, swig a lot of booze, and then fall asleep. Like a lunatic. Because I still have that mission to, find booze and drink it. And I think I paid for my room. I better have paid for my room by now. I got $12 to my name, and I'm crashing on my bed otherwise. And then Kim will be back, and I can fill him in on everything that's happened. Get him to look at the truck with me. Get him to talk to Claget with me. Good stuff. Most importantly, though, I'm working on that internalization of the old, fuck, what is it? Raphael Ambrosius Costello. But it's still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. I need to get on that. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bug.
Oh, good.
Waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No. You have to stay always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body.
All right, rude.
Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has its own nasty song to sing. Just desserts, I'll endure this pain with dignity. No, please, what is that blessed nothingness, that sweet oblivion? I'm an artist and liver damage is my art. I think I need medical attention. That's, I mean, fairly reasonable. But we're not here to be reasonable. Endure it with dignity.
No,
I didn't drink, damn it.
Here.
I meant to swig some booze.
Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments? You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. Just get me out of here and back to the other place.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
I mean, they're all worth a chat. Very rarely does anyone in this game just straight up say, no, go away, I'm not speaking to you. At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies of tragedies of themselves, a great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
Let it!
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
That was really the entire sleep. Great. Feel like I just got insulted for 5 minutes and that's all the sleep I got. Part of that might be because I insisted on wearing my hat, shoes, and sunglasses into the bed. Necktie as well. But, you know. Might also be just because I'm super fucked in the head. Kim! Kim doesn't exist yet. He might exist later. I have so much to tell you, Kim. So much progress was made after I rather stupidly sent you off. Kim.
Yes?
Whew. Think you should know that I can't talk to him, but alright. Yes, you. Sure, why not? Work together if we have more of a rapport. That's a fair point. Tell me a bit about yourself. No. Ask again. Haha! It's like you're locked down. What? What's happening to me? Something the matter? What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands. What the fuck was that? Lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow. Okay. Weird. Just wanted to ask him about himself. crazy. Anyway. Got a truck to look at. Got this girl to talk to. Hey, I don't think Kim saw the pinball machines either. Hey, Kim, what up?
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Lely, takes his notebook, that was his name. As I already told your partner, I don't actually know his name, just call him Lely. It's short for Lelystad. Yes, his real name wasn't his, I tried to pry it out of him. Yes, Lelystad, that's a good start. A few questions. Right. Young woman cranes her neck. How old was he? He was 42. 42, are you sure? Would have had him above 50. He had many scars that made him appear older, but no. We even celebrated his birthday like some weeks ago. It was funny. 2 days. It was a funny 2 days. He had a little reason to lie to me. Or slightly off then. Thank you for clearing that up. A miss. And the adversary won. I mean, I don't really think his age was eye color. Blue, light blue. Okay. He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth. Yes, severe. Seemed to enjoy the world. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. It's clear she found very much attracted to him, and still is. Not really important. Oh yes, his hair, if you can remember. It was light brown, almost blonde. Darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke, couldn't convince him to leave it alone. A tattoo. What did it mean? Oh, that. It was a map of Orange of the waterways? Sure, waterways. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though. Ah. How so? Imagine him laying in bed, freakishly muscular, laid out in the sheets, scarred, tattooed. Sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, and his chest and shoulders are studded with scars, tens, hundreds of them, maybe even thousands. One goes like, pointing into the air with sharpened, picking out imaginary too. What's this thing, baby? And he says, that's too hardcore, don't ask me about that. And she goes, okay, but what about this, baby? And he's like, that's some bad shit there, killed some loincloths. And so it goes, star after star, port after port, third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them. Were the woman in this? Oh yeah. It tells precisely what they mean. No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can't tell you what they meant without looking at them. Go on. He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms from a small town. He was also poor. Orange needed people killed. Turned grotesque money. Ah, victims' tattoos. Got it. Okay. Went to Killer Academy in Verdfort. He killed some people on the Seminoles Islands and on the other islands and all the islands. So he was I mean, for a mercenary, killing makes sense. Good story. Thanks. It is when you're high. It can be very exciting then. You have the tools to deal with it. It's not a very nice story to remember when you're sober. A change of topic? Sure. Where's Lelystad? In Orange, I think municipality is the term. It's a nowhere town there. A map of waterways. This fits with the tattoo. You were almost right, officer. Lieutenant shakes his head like you just missed a shot in the dark. That means his race was Occidental, not Mondial. I'll update the form. Moving on. I think we're finished. Alright. Well, I still can't do volition. Yeah, no, not a clue. Or the drama. Discussed the secret route. For God's sakes, wake up! Because I have absolutely no drama. I mean, maybe I can. I did gain... There's some drama. Hold on. Can I boost my drama? Where's my mesh shirt? Fucking what a look. Chef's kiss. Very, very appropriate look, I think. This screams police officer, doesn't it? Do I have any, like, pants? This hat build drama? Builds logic for some reason. I shouldn't look at the tops. Glasses don't. None of my other boots or gloves build drama. Okay. How's the drama now?
Officer.
17%.
Brings you up here again.
Could level up in drama. Bring it to a 4. Which, what do I need again? I need 14, so I'd need a 10 at that point. Is it worth doing? Probably not. Maybe in the future, but for now, ignore the fact that I put on a weird mesh shirt and a kimono, and instead look at my sweet trench coat and my straight-laced, my white suit. Look at my suit. By the way, Kim, I found this secret passage. It's pretty great. Check this shit out, Kim. No comment? Alright, cool. But hey. We also have a truck we need to look at. All these memorizing machines are just waiting to be plugged in and played with. Run your finger across dust. Feels like it might jump to life at any moment. Lights illuminating it on the white robe woman. What's white Diora? How about we fire one of these bad boys up and play some ball? Can't fire them up, they're broken. One of the machine in the main hall works. The Royalist Pinball. What a dumb name, Royalist Pinball. Think Kim Kitsuragi. Kim Kitsuragi. Don't I have... Ah, crap. Hold on. Sounds like you don't enjoy pinball, Kim. No, I love it. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? Let's move on. What's White Diorda? Some kind of inane pinball theme. History themes are the worst. Lieutenant Grimaces looking through the machines. What about Franco-Nigerian ball? Want to play that one? No. Well, I mean, even odds. Let's do this. 42%! Oh, shit. Okay, well. Hey, didn't you guys, like, invent pinball? Those guys, you know, Soul guys. Massive pinball people. Soul is an extremely protectionist isola, inaccessible to the rest of mankind. As it has been for over 1,000 years, I have no special knowledge of them despite my heritage. But even I know that they don't play pinball. They have rigid class society. I guess that would be like saying, oh yeah, you know, one of those African tribes that no one ever makes contact with. Zulu. Didn't they invent, like, biomechanical engineering or something? The old Zulus. It's like, no? Even I know they didn't play pinball. They have rigid class society, punitive justice system. To our exploration of the place, it doesn't matter. So you're like, not into pinball at all? Because I can swear I know you are. No, they're not. Let's move on. There's more to this place than pinball machines. Oh, that was unfortunate. Now Kim thinks I'm slightly racist for thinking he's into pinball. That said, want to play some pinball? Royalist Pinball? Why is it Royalist Pinball? It's unplugged. Damn it! Plug that bad boy in. Let's play some pinball. I love pinball. Who doesn't love pinball? You could ask anyone in the world about pinball, and they'd be like, either what or hell yeah. Hey, about this truck. Whole thing happened with this truck. It's working on it. The game and its soundtrack. Hey, Kim. How about this truck? Admire the posters. Anything to add, Kim? What's that smell? Centerfold. Left the posters. Radio. Ah! 10 stairs closer. Strange, there's so many radio stations saved. Must be over 100. Why would anyone need so many radio stations? Contacting the entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is shortwave. Looks like we're dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation with quite the range. 20-kilometer radius, perhaps extended. Is there anything we can do with the radio? Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without the dial key. Okay. Pedals. Oh yeah, what's about this? Looks like the driver glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle for some extra grip. Sandpaper? A novel technique. Sandpaper would also rub off patterns of a driver's boot sole. Yes. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. The sole was smoother than the other, which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. And she was the one running the drug trade. What a handful. This looks like proof enough of a missing 8th person at the lynching was Ruby. Do you think the Hardy and his boys could be involved in the drug operation? Ruby could have kept the drug trade a secret. You're right, but we should still go and see what Titus has to say. I guess we could try again. I'm kind of retreading myself at this point. Toolbox? Anything? Newspaper? Kim? Nothing? Lieutenant leans over you and shoulder examine the note. The ULAN frequency system. I've never heard of that before. I know FM, AM, and UKV, but... Off the passenger seat? Bon prix, Lieutenant commands as you shift through treasures. Topmost map. These are just maps, but maybe Kim has something to say. What does it all mean? It means the smugglers are secretly using motorway to transport their goods as materials. They've infiltrated the East Motor Tract, most likely. RCM patrols most of the auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them. I see. Who do you think's behind this? It's definitely not the Union. They just do some logistics. The operation is spread everywhere at Jamrock. Even if it's widespread, the Madre remains the most likely suspect. He's bad news. Lieutenant removes his glasses and polishes them. There have been attempts at serious investigation before, but they've always ended well before they were involved. Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know is there. Well, Lieutenant nods, best not to disturb the scene. Okay. Well, Kim, I think, is caught up on everything that the game mentioned. Boy, I wish Kim was here for. And it's Wednesday, so we can head down to the other island, right? The old fish island. I suppose I might as well chat with the Hardy Boys real quick, just in case.
It's you again.
What aggressive. It's up to Joyce. The merc you hanged, his friends are coming. Yeah, about that. Yeah, my friend, do you mean the squad mates from Krenel? Sure do. Ooh, Detective Cousteau is nearly here. I gotta see this. Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. Some of the men put their beers down. Nervous snickering. There's an adrenaline rush. Apparently they're forming some kind of tribunal and coming for you. This is what happens when you take the law into your own hand. Let them come. Hardy Boys are right fucking here. Heard the man right here. We're armed and we got the whole district behind us. And Glenn's fucking crazy. Yeah, good old Glenn. Yeah, well-oiled murder machine. The mood's on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch a whole merc platoon. Krenel is bad news. They're mercenaries with automatic weapons. We got weapons of our own. Will they pierce ceramic armor? Guess we're gonna see. Aren't we? See what? That they don't? Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. I bet I could address this if I researched. Hold on. I think I can do this. Haha. And where is it? Ceramic armor. Yeah, Fairweather T500. Krenel's bad news. A spray of beer. So are the local gangs. Fucking Barmy Army and the Madre scum. You've been out there, seen any around? Yeah, where are they now, huh? Sent back to Madre in airtight cargo crate. People are trained military professionals, special forces. As you said, they're not a gang or the Barmy Army. No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. Don't forget, we listening on their communications. Their shit is way apart. Okay. What do you mean, okay? I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe the fuck out of you, Tice. Okay, you got the numbers. Okay, I'll be on your side when it comes. You're gonna need one more gun on your side once I find mine. I lost it. I mean, okay, I guess I'll be gunning you down. They're gonna wipe you out, buddy. No, they won't. Shakespeare, you. Get out of here with your negative energy. All it means the situation is serious. No wonder the cops, I can't speak to them again. Damn. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Detective Cousteau. Monsieur Cousteau, the reward for coming up with your classy new name has arrived. I get extra savoir-faire. That one sounds fancy. Let's have this. And esprit de corps. Yep, sounds fancy. I get bonuses to things that sound fancy. Excellent. What are the attributes Detective Cousteau should gain in? Obviously, savoir-faire and esprit de corps. You know exactly what they do and what those words mean. Obviously, yep, don't let anyone say otherwise. You're refined, like you. You have a ton of that fancy stuff, and the world can't accept that Raphael Ambrosius is your name. You will always be Detective Cousteau to yourself, R.A. Cousteau. Sophisticated culture detective specializing in ancient things and art. Yes. Savoir-faire and esprit de corps. Those sound fancy, so obviously I'm good at them. Because I'm Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Fucking love it. It's delightful. Then I bash my headphone cable. What the hell? Alright, anyway. Can finally head south to this other island we've been chatting about. Fishing village. I got so much to do. There's a church, apparently. I got a paper I gotta have people sign. Who the hell are all these boys? Where's the damn... What are you boys doing? How do I get across? The hell's up with this? What is this, anyway? Helpline. Oh. Well, fucking... What's the deal, morning officer? Don't you morning officer me? Why can't I get across? What is this? Pull the lever. Oh, alright. You grab the lever and pull it. As soon as the metal connects, you hear a loud clunk. Nice. Long animation. Okay, Lieutenant looks across the canal. If we ever need to go to the coast, this is the way, but please contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want to get sidetracked. Not everything, not with everything that's going on. Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next. He thinks that's the task chain. Yeah, no, we definitely are going over here. Run out of stuff to do. Hey, money. Run out of stuff to do otherwise. More boxes and crates. And tire tracks. Oh yeah, there was a whole car crash thing. Oh, nothing. Want to check out this box? Hell yeah, magnesium. Thought I had a thought there for a second. Oh wait, pry bar. I got this. Where is the pry bar? Sunglasses, empathy, and logic. Cool, I'll take them. More empathy is good. No entry. Okay, well, I can't get in there then. I'm keen to follow these tire tracks, though. Where are we going? Appears to be a wrecked-ass car and some change. Grab the change, and then I guess we'll look at this wrecked-ass car. Drained of its booze, bottle frozen on the ice. Okay. Banged up fuel canister. Sure. A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Enceladine Ocean. Only the cabin up top's rear wheels and the engine remain visible. So this is where the tracks are leading to. It appears to be the lieutenant has a peculiar look in his eye as he expects the wreckage. Now let's investigate. I agree. We should definitely investigate. You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage deep in the water. Huh. What's the make of the MC? Can I see a logo? Logo is too deep in the murky water, but you can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. Run your hand over the cold metal. Motor carriage sunk. Getting it out would require a team of specialists. Single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places saltwater hasn't touched it. Rust, moss, sea life has already claimed it for themselves and initiated a slow decomposition process. How long has it been here? The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess has been here since last Saturday or Sunday. What should we do? Wait for the low tide and see what's inside. How long will that take? I don't know, an hour or two tops. Okay, let's sit on the swings there, Kim. That's your car. Uh-oh. As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. Hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Whistle a tune. Shit, my drama's awful. But I have... could have been wearing the stupid outfit. Hey, it looks pretty blue. Yep, it does. What's your favorite blue thing, Kim? Let me think about it. It's impossible to say if it's happening. Water's receding. All you feel is a lot of time going by. Hour hand, 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while time to present a good topic of discussion. So, yeah, no, that seems offensive. Tide sure is taking its sweet time. Should I sit on an anthill or stand in a river of leeches? It's taken its time. I believe it's following a pattern set by millions of years of cosmic forces, but I suppose it could move quicker, yes. Clouds on the horizon. Oh, Kim, with that razor-sharp wit. Grow darker, its shadow, yet another 30 minutes. If you had to decide with either the strikers or the shipping company, which would you choose? Think I'll ever find my gun? Man, this is taking a long time. Luckily, I'm already a member of the independent organization, therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place. Right, but if someone puts a gun to your head, just a way of saying you'd side with the company, stand. Doesn't answer me. Another 30 minutes. This is taking a while. Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes. Can make up the mark now. Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri Model 40. Yes, why haven't you? It's a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government officials, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people. There's a number on the side. Yes, 41. What do you think of it? Oh god, no. 41 is his rank in an underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one. 41, street racer is quite a ladies' man. This must be Tommy 41, motoring host of the FM 41. Looks like factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one the Capri 41. Stupid factory. I love all of these answers. I hate guessing. District something, a precinct, something municipal. Rub your temples, you're getting a headache. Oh god, no. Obviously, it's Tommy 41, star of the morning host 41. Right. Or 41's the number of a police precinct. Your precinct. Massive pit opens in your stomach and the most terrible feeling comes over you. Feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands are getting clammy as the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh god, Harry. Not my name. Oh god, Harry, what did you do? No! Just no. Say no, not say no to this, Harry. No. Yes. It's your car in the sea. Face it. We can start dealing with it. Can I, like my name, deny everything? I mean, no, seriously. It's just a coincidence. Lieutenant shakes his head. Nope. Ah, shit. All right. Oh, dear. There goes the morale. I'm afraid so. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped it across the canal. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone. How do we get it out? I can still fix it. They're not gonna take me back after this, are we? The badge, the gun, now this. Lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. Not gonna take me back, are they? People are more valuable than machines. Try and cheer you up. Training an officer is even more costly. People, yes, but not you. Well, how do I get it out? Detective, we don't. Oh, a rescue operation isn't valuable at this point. So it's gonna be there like that? I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many, many years. Looks around, parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, the machine is a write-off. Maybe I was in pursuit of someone? Of whom? The lieutenant looks skeptical. I don't think so. If anything, you were probably drunk. Probably? Definitely. Oh boy. I can still fix it? It's very unlikely. Lieutenant replies with a sigh. All the electronics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering of the brake system. Oh dear. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one. Well, not cheaper. The motor carriage costs $40,000. Fuck me! But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than to try and refurbish this. Oh boy. I couldn't even pay a hostel bill. Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my Kiima. Oh boy, well, at least I can see what's there now. Oh dear. Is that the husbando Kim? That is my husbando Kim Kitsuragi. He's with it through me thick and thin. Let's go take a look around. Go to your inventory and interact what, with the car? Or do I have to... No, it's my speed bottle. Yeah, thanks. I still have my pry bar equipped. Let's... what do I go to inventory? What does it say? I kind of wish I had, read what that said. Can I go over here? I don't know how I interact with my car at this point. It said interact with something in your inventory. Items. Blue pen. Antique. Banged up fuel. No clothes would do it, right? Yeah. The wrench? No, it's a flashlight. What are my tasks? Real quick, maybe they'll help. Determine where a shot came from. Sing karaoke. Uh-oh. I forget what the hell I do for the, shit. What do I do? What do I do? I forget. What the fuck do I do with my car? How do I interact with it? It said go to my inventory and interact with something, right? Map, flower, tape, fractured bullet, an envelope. No. It's none of these items. Tools. Is there one I can interact with other than my notebook? Locked containers. Maybe the chain cutters. Do I need the chain cutters? Nope. Cool. I have no idea what I do with my car. Well, is racist lorry driver still alive? He's one of the few characters I know. I mean, he's still alive and kicking, just sort of hanging out there, being a racist lorry driver. Maybe he knows why the fuck I can't interact with my car. I need the flashlight to, like, light something up. Well, I have no clue what it wants for me to do with this car. Really, really do wish I had seen what it told me to do back in the stream. It's a damn shame I can't play it back. Okay, well, this is infuriating. Google, help me out here. Disco Elysium. Interact with car. It's like the first thing. It is the first thing on Google. A bug with Harry's car. When I try and see inside of it, after the tiders see it, it won't allow me to interact. I had this as well, walked around a bit and tried again later, and it worked. Oh, okay. I'll just come back later then, I guess. Have to reload the area, probably. Footprints in the snow. Leading away from the accident. So probably mine then. Great. Fantastic. More evidence of my wrongdoings and horribleness. Let's check out the fishing village, shall we? Hopefully there's less tragedy going on for me there. This powdered snow area. Alright. We got children, we got an old woman, and we got buildings in the fishing area. And a wetting stone. I think I also have a paper I need to have them work with. And 65 cents. Sweet. There's a lot in this fishing village, apparently. Alright, well, let's start with you, and I'll work my way to the kids. If they're anything like the other kids in this game. A sword scabbard hangs from her hip. What?
Anything I can help you with?
Are you a pirate? Depends, where are we?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
The net picker sounds like some sort of bad hacker handle.
The sign
Yo!
on the street leading here is illegible.
Of course we can hack into the bank. We got the net picker with us. What's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me net picker. I think I have time for questions, and that was actually the second one.
Okay. I was asked to get your signature. Nice sword. Does it come with a story? What do you do around here? Is this your boat? Yeah, about that sword. Unfortunately, the factory sold it with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly. Do you know how to use it? Not really. I know some basic moves, but all I know is it sure beats the hell out of a knife when you're in a tough spot. Does it? I mean, close quarters, you'd probably prefer a knife. It is isn't that what guns are for? It is imposing. It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe, nothing fancy, just for intimidation. Why do you use intimidation tactics? From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is back in the day. I caught the eyes of many men, and believe me, men need lessons in manners from time to time. Amen. And sometimes that needs to be a sword. Can I borrow that sword? No, I'm afraid not. Attempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep animals in check, you would put me in an early grave. Is she flirting with you? A little? You think she might be? Why don't more women arm themselves? It's so effective. What makes you think we haven't? Truth is, almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and dull for that. That goes for men, too. They put on an act for us to pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them, like anyone falls for that. That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her the wonder. Coach means the expression. I got rid of my expression, though. I'm now just kind of sad. Behold, just my face. Her eyes meet yours, and suddenly she starts laughing. It's hoarse, and she hasn't laughed for a while. You like it? Sure. It looks as if you could face down any whore in the world with that unchanging grin. It's like a shield. I mean, I guess I can just make the expression and unmake it whenever I want at this point. The trace of laughter in her eyes. It's in her, still there in her eyes, fading fast. Where are all the men now? Some went to patch their wounds, lesson learned. Others are more thick-headed, and one of them I ended up marrying. Where's your husband now? Gone. Coward! I would never leave. Disappeared? Sounds like a missing persons case. Coward! Raises an eyebrow. Good for you. Gotta shoot your shot. He, however, was lost on the waves. It's been quite a while. Oh. He didn't respect the sea, went out drunk and skunk, and sure enough, one day, boat was found floating empty. Bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that was 4 years ago and I've moved on. There's only so much more you can do for a drunk, sinewy muscles. She really liked those muscles, though. In a way, she pronounces sinewy. Death's nothing. I shit on death. Should have thrown yourself to the waves after him. Time is really the best cure for sorrow, isn't it? It's healthy to let go and move on. Gotta keep the wheels spinning. Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned an appropriate amount of time, and went on. She glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what looks like rocks. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids. Single mom, This is neither a touchy nor very interesting subject for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another better drunk. Ask her. Both of you need some action. Suggestion. Shit! Kim's here, and I don't know a good spot. So I need a good date spot, and Kim can't be here. What the hell's a good date spot? 7-9. You seem like a romantic type. What's a good date spot in a horrible fishing village full of the snow in the winter for a woman who is apparently into drunks? Or even Agarhamont. I'm never gonna pronounce your name right. I apologize. What's a good date spot? I need to explore the coast. I'll probably find it though if I just explore around. Is that your boat? Sure is. The Sun, I call her. It's rather ironic. Yeah. Coated with a fresh water of tar just yesterday. I think take some time for it to dry, assuming sunny days come. Yeah, about that. It is snowing. Aye, sunny days. You got a problem with that? No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days. Good. It would be bad news if it had turned out it wasn't a sunny day. Bad news for the skiff, bad news for the nets, bad news for the kids. A moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow melt on the yellow belly of the boat. You think you're ready. There's something we might have to investigate out on an island. Oh yeah, about that. Shot, huh? Boat will be ready when the sea turns. Sunny days. That involves outside. I mean, I don't. Well, yes, obviously we're outside. We don't mind outside, but that comment makes me think perhaps you don't know a romantic spot. Boat will be ready when the sea turns and the winds settle. You can't command the weather, officer. Waves wash over. Skiff moves in the mirror smooth sea. Far away from here, a lone passenger. A fast sloop in the distance. White sails. It's what you do around here. Fish. Is that enough to make a living? Sometimes I also walk the beach and see what's shown up. Sea is full of surprises. What have you found? Wood, pieces of glass every once in a while, dead bodies, human, animal, odd sea creature. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles of drugs, lost cargo. Most of the time, it's just wood and glass. All right, major choice moment. You get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely. Need to know about those bodies? A mine? We could use a mine. Drugs. I need information on this. Major narc. This place looks bad. Why don't you leave? And go where? Fish are plentiful here and wet enough in order to get by. And we get enough in order to get by. It's not great, but it's something. Just sort of follow the work. It's where the money is. Anywhere with better opportunities. Just somewhere away from all the sadness. I understand what you're saying. Could be worse elsewhere. Exactly. She tries to smile and reaches... She tries to smile and reaches her in her net. I don't mean to complain about my sad pauper life. We do manage all right. We're tough people here. I do want to ask her out on a date, but I need suggestion for that. I got to put on my best suggestion outfit. And I got to get rid of Kim and find a date spot. Where are you? Her eyes start back and forth. This says by signing I agree on living with construction noises. What exactly is the Union building? Everett's planning to turn a village into a youth center. What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that. Give her your pen. It's Kim's pen, actually. Thought what exactly? That Everett and the Union had nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared for themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children, too. On second thought, if you say so, probably better that way, I mean. Who likes construction noises? Want to talk to the other woman. I think the other woman's the older woman. Before I give her papers to sign. No problem. Call me ARG for short. Okay, I will absolutely call you ARG. Explore the area. Might find a good spot for a date. I hope so. I like this woman. She's interesting. So what does my suggestion outfit look like? Right now, my suggestion is unaffected. That's less suggestion. Damn, the Komodo doesn't give me suggestion. Authority, drama, electrochemistry. Okay, so I put on my blue coat. Logic, shivers, visual calculus, logic. Empathy, physical instrument, and shivers. Physical instrument, empathy, and logic. So it's just the coat. That's all I've got. Darn. Alright, well, when I come back and hopefully find a place and Kim's not with me, I can, dazzle her with my hot blue coat and ask her out on a date. I'm next to the bucket of clothes. Maybe you don't want to do that in the snow?
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
That's great. Oh, that's an eye. I was going to say, you can hear me just fine, but cataracts is an eye thing, so she might want to look at us. Why are you washing clothes in the snow? That seems like a bad time to be washing clothes. No offense. I'm sure you know what you're doing. How should you know you're here? If you can't see us, how do we know we're here?
I have a golden ear.
Ah.
Come.
Lead forward, I guess.
Welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble.
Sounded so disappointed.
And we don't want any trouble either.
I'm not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said. We're cops. We don't cause trouble. We take care of it. We're cops. We're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here.
She's on to me.
12 years ago.
What?
You didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
I think she probably means cops in general, but not me. But, hey, you know, play it up.
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
Yeah, probably a bit more to it than that. If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me? I am an ill omen, alright. Yeah, well, I mean, actually people have told me I'm an ill omen, so...
You're not. No one around here considers us an ill omen.
No.
People would have told us.
You're not an ill omen. Very, very matter of fact. Thanks, Kim.
Maybe we are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
Sounds fun.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park your motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here? I mean, it's not, you know, the most pleasant, but hey, maybe it's cheap. Stay? Most people are here trying to leave. That said, if lodging is what you're after, I've got a free room. Hey, alright. How much is it? I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill. You're just giving it to me? I'm not sure it's appropriate. There's a guy guard who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold. That's exactly how they get you. Right, washerwoman whose name I don't know? That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside, so we don't have to give money to those crooks. Might not look like much, but they're ours. One more time, I can just have the room? Aye, the room's pretty bare bones, but it's got a bed and a roof over it. The more than some of the folks around here. Don't get me wrong, but bare bones isn't usually my style. It would help me stay in touch with the proletariat. It's an odd way of looking at it. There would be the first chapter of my Rags to Riches memoir. This is the real Revacholian hospitality that Gart must be half kipped or something. Pretty sure that's racist. Unfortunately, the incremental developments haven't elevated the neighborhood yet. I see potential here. I don't need much. This sounds fine. I always pick the boring options, though. It would help me stay in touch with the proletariat. You best not be plotting another revolution under my roof. We barely fought through the last one. But the room, do you want it? Yes. Absolutely. Screw the whirling rags. I don't have enough money for that place anyway. Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police. Well, if you're not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. What, in the fishing village? Oh, what is in the fishing village? Just us. Barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. What do you mean? Pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street. Gotta be something here. Who else lives here? Yeah, there's gotta be something. Why would you build a place here if there was nothing? Over there you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild, that's the pox. Between her and the Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees are covered in industrial soot, small houses under them, an overgrown park. Pox, what's that? Heard that name before. An old military hospital and surrounding, or it used to be during the time of suzerain. After the war, it was turned into Goodwill Hospital for shell-shocked veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now this area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder-blocked houses, shacks as far as the eye can see. What happened to the hospital? The Goodwill ran out. She tightens scarf around her neck. The staff left the place and it was shut down. It's long gone by now. I see. Can you tell me about that woman? Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house on the east. Nods her head across the courtyard, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks, not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them. I met Lillian already. She's tough, tougher than the men here at least. If it weren't for her and her kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left. It's weird to live alone with an old woman who does laundry, and some drunk people, I guess. And whoever these new guys are. Haven't seen any drunks yet. Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long before you find those guys. Yeah. Tell me about yourself. Who are you? Me? No one, just an old washwoman. Mother called me Isobel. If that's what you're asking, my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn. My name is Raphael Ambrosius Casto, and there's no sighing involved. Your parents must have had big plans for you. She pauses, measuring you up. Wonder if you measured up. I love it. It's such a dumb name, but I love it. Oh yeah, I was asked for your signature on this. What's this about? She takes out the document and squints. Come now, I can't read all the scribble. Tell me. Everett wants to turn, village into a youth center. Ha! I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be street. The blind woman caught that, huh? The best part. The part we need to get out of our homes. But if it's a street, then surely you can still just leave. You'll be on the street, though. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing it till I know she's on board. Oh, well, okay. What's further down the coast? A date spot? Not much. An abandoned church, DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time. Why is it abandoned? Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. We go to church. Why go to church? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer. So they don't hold services there anymore. The Elysium, whatever that word is. No, they've tried, but other things keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. Place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church. Anything else? Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, some kind of electrical plant, run down, bunch of empty houses, and anything else? I'll figure it out. I don't really need her to clarify. Of note, old fish market on the boardwalk, but it's closed. Who'd want to come to a fish market here? No one. That's why it's closed. Damn, she got me. It was once a bustling place back when I was young, and so was everyone else. Now, what we catch, we do bring, goes straight into the lorry for Delta or somewhere else. That's it? There's got to be more along the coast. What, you're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building at the land's end. Used to be a supply depot, we think. Sending goods and ammo across the bay. Jammed shut, though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. Drops bar of soap in the bucket with a splash. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast. Didn't find a good date spot anywhere in there. Well, I mean, there's a boardwalk. That might yield something, actually. This the place she was mentioning that's now my free room? Can't see in the house from this angle. Cozy sound of a heater. Ooh, a heater. High living all of a sudden. Seen better days. Let's check out the apartment. I'll wait outside. Okay, sure. Just so you know, after we're done for the day, I'll be staying at the Whirling Rags for the night. We'll meet in front of this shack in the morning. Okay. Sounds good, Kim. What does my hot new digs look like? You know what? It's cleaner. Already, I can tell you that. Intricate heat engine, barely giving out pleasant warmth. Aw. Floorboards creak under as you step. So it's a creaky old place, huh? Ooh, old science fiction magazines, books about birdwatching, an almanac from '39. A black coastal wind howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally the waves crawl under the foundation, producing a low hum. The room feels muffled, like you could pull your hat over your ears. Outside, cold and windy, but inside you feel safe and warm. What is this place to you? New hangout. I could drink and die looking at the waves. Forward base for the coastal part of the operation. It's free, it's good enough. I could live here. Looks like my new home. Wonder where the old one went. Honestly, I got a bed, I got a heater. Got a radio. There's a cute woman up the road who is apparently into drunk people, so that's the best shot I'm ever gonna have at happiness. Good enough. I could live here. Waves crash on the beach, drowning the roads. Far to the south, congregation gathers to a soup kitchen and a shelter of the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. There's no way I could have been an old woman giving out scarves for free. Bit of a problem with that, particularly in the woman part. I'm also not that old. I'm like 50, I think. Return to your car and try retrieving your ID. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. It was glitched out, but like I said, according to Reddit, if you leave and come back. I mainly went in here so that I could reload the area when I return back before going to the car. This could still be you. Down on his luck, nobody trying to survive. Thank you, Strange Sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation. Outside, the howl of the wind is picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think this thought, but in someone else's voice. Look under the floorboards! The creaky one? I don't know how I do that. The bed, maybe? I don't know. No time to rest yet. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Oh, good. Back into digging into my mind. There's more encyclopedia there. But hey, I've got a mirror. See, waves, end of the church. Oh, okay. How do I look under the floorboards? Oh, wait. What's this? On the table. Hand-eye coordination. Time to shave. Ooh. I could shave my face. You know what? Sure, why not? Is shaving the right call? Water reflects back on a vague image of your face. Nose bulbous, hair red, unkept, wrinkles lining eyes and forehead. The stash is gigantic. You'll be looking like a pansy without the chops. A fucking pansy. A fresh start looms ahead. Clean yourself up and be born anew. Maybe at night. Maybe I'll do that right before I go to bed. It's like an, oh god, what have I done sort of thing I can rest on. I'll be back here, obviously. That's where I'm spending my nights. But with the area hot, fresh, and reloaded, let's see if I can check my car out for this ID and who knows what else. Maybe I've got a toolkit as well. There it is, okay. Yep, there's the ID. Dubois, that's not right. Oh, and a coat. More esprit and visual calculus. I should probably interact with that, right? Yeah. Oh, hey, wow, look at, I'm young, damn. I look good, I should shave. I was thinking, you know, me personally, I look like as an absurdly small child, despite my massive size when I shave. I look ridiculously young. This guy, he's killing it with that shave. I don't think I kill it with the shave. I think it accents my chin a little bit more with the facial hair. A police badge on which you see a photo of a man. You, some seaweed is stuck to the back. I found my badge! At least something good came out of all this. Lieutenant glances at it. Study the badge, leave, study the badge, or leave. I guess I'll try number 3. Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of a steel rigid Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document, a number, a date, of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct. Look at the photo. The man keeps winking at you with his gray-green eyes. Oh shit, that's actually the color of my eyes. And the photo is old, no doubt about that. How old? 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He has a nice haircut and a distinct lack of massive sideburns. I mean, if I let myself go a bit, like really took to the bottle, and really grew out the chops and the stash and shaved the chin part, I actually have enough that I could make a decent Harry Dubois cosplay. Of course, I'd have to go around telling people that I'm Ambrosius Raphael Casteau. Maybe. If the world's ever not on fire and I can actually go to like a Gamescom or a MagFest or something, I might do that. I like the game well enough that I can see cosplaying it. I'd need orange pants, though. I don't have any orange pants. 8, maybe 10 years. Guy in the picture's rather... Oh, yeah, I said that. He's winking. Why? Why do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it doesn't look less grotesque on him than it did on you. Looks like you had quite the charming face way back when. Hair is brown and slightly curly. Eyes seem more clear somehow. Badge in your hand shines. Harry Dubois. New skill point. Okay. Harrier, that's long for Harry, so you are Harry. Everett was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't. Strange, it doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your badge. What kind of a name is Harrier? It's a wartime name, revolutionary, the kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide. Boxer Dubois or Ironhide Dubois is way cooler than Harrier Dubois. It's meant to keep you safe. From bullets, hunger, shrapnel, kidnappings, and worse. But I don't want to be Harry Dubois. Why? It's a cool name. I like it. Besides, you're Harry anyway. No one's ever called Harrier. He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you Officer when he's angry with you and Detective when he's not. Man. Rank, that. Lieutenant 2JFR. Lieutenant Double Yeffertier. What is Yeffertier? Lieutenant is a rank above Sergeant and below Captain. I know that. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a Lieutenant. Double Yeffertier. Title of Yefrier is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. Oh, in your case, Captain. Lieutenant explains. You have declined twice, thus you're Double Yefrier. I have no idea what you're saying. Cerca de encounter la plaza. Yeah, nope. Not a clue. They're, jumpy. There's a lot of French in this game. No idea if that is French or Spanish. But not a clue. There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décompontage might be taken, or sometimes promotion officers do not want to be replaced by the superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available in their current rank, in your case, lieutenant. Heavy-duty case-solving machines. I thought my rank was drunk. Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and he pauses to examine you. This leads me to believe your current situation is only temporary. Well, thanks. That gives me hope. Good, says with a quick smile. Serial number. That's just the serial number. Precinct 41. Some numbers thrown in there for good measure. Date of issue, November 7th. 4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Yifferter. You're close to finding the license. Ah. I mean, do I not have the license? License for what? New badge usually comes with new rank. You've seen them doing well. I'm looking at my badge right now. Close to finding the license. Pain in your chest tells you you're working yourself to death to earn that rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. Death March. Precinct 41. It's a destination of your precinct, like mine says 51, 57, or 57. 57th is most industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. 41st is, what? It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. The district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is. It's no wonder you are like you are, he says. But then again, it's a legendary district and a hell of a station, too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaviv. He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. All right, then. Nothing else in the car. The license. I assume license means badge in this. Ooh, a thing. Pants! The Kingdom of Conscious. Sure. I can wear them with my taxation shoes. Look real spiffy. Alright, kids, what up? Scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. Can't be more than 5 years old. Yes, okay. The other looks indistinguishable from him, watches his brother kicking stones, tongue lolling out of his mouth. He must be Lillian's twins. Doesn't say anything. Well, Lily's our mom. Yes, I've already said that. Stone kicker laughs suddenly. Oh, laughs as well. Stone kicking isn't a very high caliber. Anyone can do that. Children are stupid. You guys look identical. Stone kicker becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if he's just scared of something. Looks just like me. Yeah, I said that. Boys don't answer. Okay, well. Just being shy, now it's enthusiastic again. You're bad with kids. I am. Yes. What are you, Kid Master General? It's possible to be good with kids. They're too stupid. Kid Master General? Maybe I am. Now how about some actual police work? We're not getting anything here. Damn. With royalty. Hanging out with the Kid Master General. Whatever that means. Hard to see details. Colors are all warm and welcoming and cozy. What have we in here? In the house. I was going there. Jeez, come on. Calm down. Give me a second. I like exploring. Feels warm and safe in here, not like outside. Industrial coal pellets burn in orange glow. What up, kid? Little Lily. Hello, mister. A young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity. Clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around. Heard there was a girl in here. Oh, yeah, the armored gloves. Ooh, I had gloves, very big ones, heavy. Where'd you get these gloves? Found him while I was in Lambie, and I was playing hide and seek in the, empty house where no one lives. I think someone hid them there. She doesn't want you to think she stole them. Found them in the empty house where no one lives. Is that the one I'm renting? Where are the gloves now? I hid them. Oh, are they what's under the floorboards? Twins are going to take them. They're stupid. She lifts her stuffed toy and looks at one's remaining eye as though searching for confirmation. Going to need those gloves. It's important police business. Oh. She understands the lieutenant's tone, but is conveyed, lieutenant's tone is conveyed to her the important part. They're in my sand castle, she points outside. Behind our house, under the sand. You can break the castle, it's not very good. You're Lillian's daughter? Yes, I'm little Lily. You know my mom. We met earlier. That's nice. My mom's great. She's never angry or anything. What's that? The stuffed bird. It's a grouse. Okay. Might be able to get on Gart's good side if you replace the broken, skja that you almost certainly broke. Alright. Seems weird to blame that on me, even though everything in this game is pretty much my fault. Yeah, sorry. Enjoy the game, man. I'm playing too, which is exciting. Hey, yeah, stick around. I'm exploring. I'm trying to avoid, like, if I'm clearly lost in something, he can guide me, but if I'm, like, moments away from discovering something, there's no need to spoil it. Ahem. Because, you know, that'd just be silly. Might be able... Yeah, I don't want to get on Gart's good side. Gart's an ass. And I'm not staying with him anymore, so what do I care? Yes, but what's it for? I don't know. Okay, thanks. On the other hand, maybe I could lord it over him. Twins outside, your brothers? Yes, they don't want to play with me. They're older and play outside. They're barely older than you. They look the same. Sometimes I can't tell them apart. They're identical. I said the same thing. They look identic. Slows the processing the word, snickers with laughter. What you holding there? It's Lammy. He's my friend, sort of. Aw, Lammy. Lammy's a stuffed lamb that admittedly has seen better days, and probably deserved a more creative name. One of the eye buttons is missing and the fur is tattered in several places. Lammy looks like he's falling apart. Lammy looks soft. He's very soft. Pushes the stuffed animal towards your face. I don't deserve it. I'm scum. What a fucking thing to tell a child offering you a stuffed animal. Just what a way to scar a child. Aw, that healed my morale. Isn't he soft? She's right. Lammy's very soft. She rubs the white fur against her cheek and returns to the lamb in her lap, cuddling it. What an adorable kid. You know what? I like this kid. This kid's alright. If I end up dating your mom, I'll make sure to make it clear to those twins that you're my favorite. But of course I need to find a romantic spot on the beach. So these gloves are over here? Weather's not been kind to lose little sandcastle. Once mighty towers quickly eroding away, you can see something shining to you from what must have been a vast underground catacomb network. Reach in the catacombs and pull out the shiny object. A pair of ceramic gauntlets. Hell yeah. Congratulations, that's gauntlets down. We're doing good on the armor collection front. Yeah, especially since I stole a man's pants and boiled them in soup. Game was vengeful about it, though. So how good are these armor in terms of stats? Interfacing. That's better than my gardening gloves. Alright. I'm gonna talk to Lillian one more time regarding the Ooh, boots. I stole your boots, I hope you don't mind. Regarding the signature, I guess.
Gonna calm down soon. I can feel
yeah.
Turning southeast.
That's
What's on your mind, officer?
That's my motor carriage out at the sea. Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Why is it there? It's an installation. Very conceptual. Wasn't feeling it. It's an accident. I got drunk and drove it into the sea. Official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am. She seems to be into drunks, so I got drunk. She looks at you and shrugs. This calls for a funeral, if you ask me. Suggesting the honor the carcass of my motor carriage? That's senseless sentimentality, inanimate objects. Actually in the middle of a murder investigation. Feels you don't wanna make fun of the girl you're about to, ask out on a date once Kim's gone and I know a chic dating spot. Feels deserved, don't you think, falling in the line of duty like that? I don't think. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. Why odd? Our things are made up as part of our life. They're made up of human sweat, and they all share human history. We should care for them as we care for humans, to some extent at least. Alright, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? Oh yeah. You won't be able to get it out of the water before early June, and where are you gonna bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake? Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest just to leave them there and let nature take care of it. That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back in June and see how you feel about it then. It's likely it's not going anywhere. Got it. I'll just add that to my calendar real quick. It's a pity we don't get more It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities. Let's rejuvenate the doomed commercial area, or yeah. Lieutenant looks at you almost gently. Yes, it is a pity, but for now, let's focus on the investigation. But I don't know about this document thing. Can I take a look at these documents before I do anything? I mean, they're gonna be opened anyway, right? So obviously, Me opening them isn't that big of a deal. Someone's bound to open them. You take the legal document out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period. 12 to 40? God, that's a long... That's a year to nearly... just over 3. Try and find a loophole in the deal. Maybe I should put on the logic suit for that. Kim, what do you think of this? I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. Thanks. They're not selling or releasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but zoning plans, youth center. All right. Well, what's the old logic outfit say? I have no. I'm already at +1 on logic. Drama, conceptual, rhetoric. I'm phrasing. Logic. Get the glasses on. Conceptual, drama, authority, physical. Physical, suggestion. I gotta put my logic hat on, of course. Not everything about this outfit screams logic, does it not? Empathy, esprit de corps, kingdom, interfacing, something about the kids, perception, okay? Let's try this again, now that I'm all logicked up. That's much better. Maybe I should put that last skill point to logic here. Just maybe. Just maybe. Logic's a sensible thing to have, right? Okay. Now then. 58. Let's do this! Hell yeah! I think I'd have gotten that with a 48 anyway. Or the 42. Wait, what are the... there's no loophole. The simple truth is current residents are going to lose the street access for the rest of the 12 to 40 months and will be dominated by constant construction noise right next door. What are the ramifications of this? Once construction starts, it'll probably take a few months, a year maybe, for even most stubborn occupants to get tired of living like this, and then they'll sell their property for cheap and move out. Look, Kim, the noise will be tough, but I guess it's just the cost of progress. Nah, I think it's pretty deliberate. These people are going to have to move away. I should have seen it. Interfacing. Everett's people could be watching you here. Okay. -10? Where can I go where they won't see me? My room? Wait, what even was that? Hold on. Look at the zoning plan. Yeah, no. Oh, I can forge it. Oh, okay. Huh. Wonder where I would go where Everett's people can't see me.
Soon. I can feel it. Wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
Can't talk to her about the, Alright, well. I'm just gonna forge it. I'm gonna run inside real quick and see if Everett's people are, like, cut off from me in here. Surely they can't see through walls into ceiling. Yep, okay. That's even, though. Damn. Hold on. My interfacing outfit. How could I forget? Gloves. Right, because you're half-light. I need more interfacing. Logic, visual, interfacing is 2 right now. Half-life, authority. Shave as well while you're there. Okay, I was going to wait to do that at night, but I'll give myself a shave. I was going to do that anyway. Composure, interface. Oh, okay, those are the gloves. Reaction speed, suggestion, drama. Okay, yeah, I've got my interfacing suit on. Let's, 72, I like them odds. What?! Oh, come on, man. Pen is shaking in your hand as you draw a pathetic little line. What have I done? It appears you have drawn a line instead of signature. A puny line. Looks like last stages of dementia. If I ruin the document? No, it's just a line. Forgery... I have a breakthrough. Oh, okay. Forgery obviously isn't your strong suit. Sorry for suggesting it. If you get someone to actually sign this, it should be fine. Well, that's a shame. I forgot I'm in the fucking rice farmer hat. Why not? Now how about this armor? Remember the weakness you're looking for in the ceramic armor? Like maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it. Or if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or personal favorite, frequency, something radio weapon. None of that would work. Damn it. You need to shoot part of the enemy that doesn't have armor on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you. Right. Sure, that's helpful. Thanks, I appreciate that. What's the weakness? Oh, it doesn't have one. Anyway. Super appreciated. Alright, well, let's give myself a shave. It's hand-eye coordination. I mean, it's already pretty good. Give myself a shave. Nice. See, where were you for the forgery? Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all the unkempt hair from below your nose line. Huh. Boy, I just look sadder again, don't I? I mean, I'm cleaned up a bit, but... The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, air brushing against it. Feel the clean-shaven cheeks. Oh, that heals health. Feels so smooth, surprisingly so. Feeling of freshness overcomes you as you just came out of a cold knife. Was shaving the right call? Water reflects back a vague image of you, a clean-shaven space. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger? You almost look like a professional. Huh. I'll be damned. Almost. You know, if it weren't for the trench coat and the rice farmer hat, you'd look very professional. Kim! What's up, buddy?
Yes?
What do you think of the face? Yes, I don't know what to say. Perhaps... I know, I'm stunning, right? I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up the... damage. Either way, good on you. I don't know why it flashes like that sometimes. Lieutenant gathers himself. You were saying? I mean, that was it. Well, I mean, I couldn't forge his signature.
The policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
It's real estate. No. Never mind. Damn. Oh, well. I guess it's time to explore more of the coast. Let's head north. If I can. Oh, I have to cross this bridge, I see. Just trying to see out over here. Is you from the rust-covered water. Rust-colored, covered, whatever. Up, box of a thing. Yay, drugs. I had a pink thought there for a second, and then it went up. Nope, there it is. You should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling. It passes quickly. Interesting. I'll keep that in mind, I guess. Kick drum pulse. Music coming from somewhere on the ice. Full of holes. Potholes hide treasure. Look inside. Post holes. It might. Let's see. Money. Sweet, sweet money. Lucre. Dosh. Drugs. More money. I'm just robbing this place blind. Clearly someone has, like, stashed money here, and I'm just taking all of it. Someone's rainy day fund. I can't get around here. Darn. Alright. But I can obviously get over there somehow. Oh, can I just... I can run under... Okay. Didn't think I could do that. I'm trying to explore the coast. Okay. It's taking a lot of patience to stack... So what's up there, young friend? Shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Hello there.
It's cold out here, but she's not wearing a hat. She must be freezing. Dear child, it's freezing. Where's your hat? Looks like you're distracted. Maybe she doesn't hear you. A little louder. I have a hat on. What are you talking about? You don't have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. I'm the police. I should, and I do.
Oh, I didn't notice
How could you not notice my rice farmer hat? It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan on staying inside.
Yeah.
Outside.
No. Look, man, fuck the hat.
Hey! Medium success. Your pulse rises. Authority. Shit. Is that kind of language really necessary?
Sorry I said fuck the hat. I was concentrating on something else. My whole family swears and it rubbed off on me.
What are you doing out here in the cold? Recording? What are you recording? I think I'm recording cracks in the ice, but there's no way to tell, not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps, too. Not sure how they will sound. What happened to the old headphones? What happened to the headphones? My boyfriend sold them. What for? I don't know, man. Things, just stuff you need life for. Everything checks out, sire. Yep, thanks, drama. Super glad you're here for this. And what are you recording for? The cracks, the footsteps? The musicians in Elysium use them for making music. They loop stuff, cutting tapes together, to make music out of cracking ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. Hard to explain. I mean, that one guy made a marble machine, so... But he also used instruments. Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be like Music Place or something. Rubs shoulders. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers. I don't have a synthesizer. The sharp drop of endorphins is almost visible. Like a warm blanket has fallen on her shoulders. A wave of chill, quivering jaw indicates a drug high. She's on some kind of stimulant, amphetamine or methadone. And its effects are wearing off fast. She will begin to experience more and more valleys now and fewer peaks. Take this, you're cold. He begins to take off his jacket. Nah, man, fuck that too. I'm cool. Sorry it said about the fuck. It's okay, Lieutenant backs up, throws you a glance. Give her the hat. But I don't want to give her my rice farmer hat. Now this is where you would want to have a hat. Yep. Yeah. Maybe you're right about the hat. Maybe I can come back here wearing a different hat, because I want to give her my rice farmer hat. Out here in the cold. Yeah, hold on. I got just the hat for you. My homeless man's hat. The orange bum hat. Yo, cold, am I right? Sucks. What happened to the headphones? Footsteps. Take this. Oh yeah, have a hat. Thanks, she puts it on. It's a bit large for her. Alright. Give her the orange bum hat. You said it's supposed to be a music place. What is it? That, she nods at the church. The boys think it's a place, like Elysium or something. Stupid. It's really... Pauses. Not gonna be a Elysium, that's for sure. And who are they? The boys? Yeah, Andre and the guys. They're inside that tent. And why is that? Why are you freezing out here while the boys are inside? They got too much stuff crammed in there. No room. Stuff like what? Music stuff, tape recorder, but bigger. Boy, you're a real, really sacrificing, huh? Why not leave some of it outside so you don't have to freeze? This stuff is more expensive than I am. More expensive than any of us, really. It doesn't really matter. I can take the cold. What a trooper. And your name? Asley. Alice. I have no idea. Her hair is dyed blonde with dark roots showing. There's coarseness in her features, some masculinity below that timidness. I'm not a young suitor. This is official police business. Alice who? I'll say Alice, I suppose. Even though it's not Alice, it's a cell. Burger. A cell burger. Okay. About this music place. It's supposed to become like a club for anodic dance music. Like that new style of synthesizer stuff they play at the Elysium. Except that, yeah, she looks at the old wooden church up the coast. As a mean wind comes bellowing from 6-story structure, it leads to a doleful shriek. Floorboards are twisting and shooting, and the shooting beams are slowly cracking like bones. Far east in the Golden Delta, beyond the industrial port, there's a black patch of unlit coast with the smallest creature on ice. There will never be a club for anodic music here. Not in a million years. You want to turn the church into a club? I know, it's not my idea. Andre and the boys found the place. It was supposed to be deserted, but now they can't even take it. Hey, don't get me wrong, but you're cops, right? Yeah, why do you ask? Okay, well, maybe you could talk to Andre and the guys, because there's some strange things going on in that church, and if you're police, you could look into it. I'll talk to them. This seems at least definitely... they're inside that thing there. Yeah, the tent. Would be cool if you did. Was there something else? I gave her the hat. Does that help? It does. Empathy. Tape recorder lies on ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Where's my empathy outfit? Oh, empathy. Logic, interfacing, my empathy is +1 already. Great. It's always already +1, and then it still sucks. Probably should have put points into empathy. I mean, you were saying, oh, well, I got glasses for it. Some sick shades, and I'll throw this hat back on. Looking like a real Dick Mullen. 28%. Probably not. Might come back if I level up empathy. Tent's just tarpaulin fabric. Covering a pile of stuff, flaps open inside. 3 young men listening to some new form of music.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out.
Squeeze in, I guess.
Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
Of course. I'm actually not, he thinks. I just like delinquents.
I'm sure you will feel right at home.
Hey.
I'll keep watch.
Delinquents. I'm no delinquent. I'm a super cop. Groovy. I like it. Smells like a sweat and laundry detergent. It's going somewhere. Plus a trace of something else. Pile of nasal spray with Nosafed Ultra. A speaker, the big kind they use for live music. Canisters filled with what appear to be a label that says distilled. See a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. Puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hi. Grip is strong and sweaty and warm, trying to inspire confidence.
Noid.
Nold Noid. Young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
Egg!
Okay. I love Egghead's portrait. The man's head is on fire. Oh, it's because he's like in front of the light. Oh no, wait. That's Noid. So this one's Egghead. Alright, that's weird.
Together with a Cell Burger, who's out there right now.
A Cell, okay, yeah.
Seriously progressive sonic experimentation. We like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
How many music venues have you organized?
Many in the pipeline, officer.
Why are you here?
You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
I'm cool, I'm hip. No need. The place is pretty bad.
Which brings me to the problem of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads? Burnouts?
Spits angrily.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
So we got a bunch of chavs here. Is that what I'm dealing with?
Strike that, the word!
A bunch of chavs and Egghead.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there are the worst kind.
Huh, he leans back a little, watching you steadily, serious gaze, letting him imagine how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert on those. I won't stand for narcotics of any kind. No narcotics on my watch. I don't know, I'm a bit of a dopehead myself. Oh, if it was just like that, he rushes to reassure you, it would be fine. But there's also spooky. What do you mean by spooky? I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is the spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring the church into a community center. Everyone's all about this community center, and a place of spiritual refuge. Also, they don't heat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse. People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that. Thank you, Egghead. So, you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing. I'm sure it's not what the ecclesiastics meant their property for. Sure, I'll look into it. Alright, man. Andre is obviously very happy. He took him seriously. The whole tent is. Boys exchange giddy looks. What's the status of the church? Haven't been inside yet. Asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. A padlock, temporary fix, something to contain the situation. Had to in a hurry. Not my best work. Should hold for a while. A key. Of course, Noid, give the officer the key. Alright, reaction speed. Oh, be cool. Catch it. Yes. Your sense of trajectory of a little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches you. Tiniest chime left. Key hits your palm. Speed freaks nod at you approvingly. Thanks, man. Play it cool. Respectful nod. You proved something here. How long have those people been locked in there? Not long. A week. How can you tell they haven't starved to death? Super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. They're at least 90, maybe 85% sure they're still alive. 85 is good enough. No one lives forever, baby. Sure, why not? Exactly. It's exactly what we thought. Cage of the Rage. Rough Blaze. Egg means the situation is monitored. It's relatively safe. No one's died yet. Alright, other questions. Who exactly are they? Truth is, I don't really know who they are. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've seen are glimpses. You haven't even seen them and you want the police to investigate? Well, there's always the machinery. When I first scouted the place back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time, get the crew together. About 2 weeks ago, came here hoping to set stuff up, and suddenly there's all strange machines laying around. One of them has wires running in bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it. Andre, tell him about the feeling. Oh, and it felt like there was some thing in there with us, watching us from the dark. No, the other one. What other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egghead. Felt like silence, awful silence, but you haven't physically seen anyone. Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church. Locke's not doing so well, is it? A couple times we felt someone or something eyeing us inside, but that's kind of it. I guess I'll get these questions when I go there. How about the equipment in your tent? Ahem. I see you brought your own water. Yeah, funny that. Yeah, good to have, you know, bitch to carry. When I first scouted the place, did some reconnaissance, and it's distilled. Oh? Doesn't know what to say. It's the one they sell at the fuel station. I tell you, but it reeks of sweat in here. It does, doesn't it? Told you we have a smell problem. I also smell ether. Or ether. I don't smell ether. Do you, Noid? Nope. Mixed with peculiar chemical scent like a laundry detergent. Shrugs. Hey, shrug is good enough for us. Why say it when you can shrug it? It's all the nosophed. The what now? Leans in to hear you better. The nosophed. Ultra. You have a lot of it laying around. Oh, the old Ultra. We, have major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe. You sound fine to me. Yeah, that's all the Nosophed's doing. Without Nosophed, I'd be drowning in shit right now. Nosophed is the shit. Next thing. Right. Logic. High, unexplained smell, Nosophed. Maybe everything isn't quite as you suspected. Take a moment to analyze. So, obviously they're making drugs, but I don't know if my logic outfit is godly at this point. That's all for now. Have to come back when I'm logical. So the church. Interesting. What wonders await us in the church? And what the hell is this stuff over here? More importantly. Just refuse, I see. Pane of Eternite has been planted in the snow. 2 poles holding it up. Barely holding up. Could fall over at any moment. There. It's a path. That was way easier. Huh. Look around you. The snow is falling lazily, making the beach and sand pallor, still mixing the rust-colored sewage runoff. And to think, it seems as though it were already spring. How's it feel? Melting snow seeps through your clothes. Grandmothers don't let their grandchildren out dressed so lightly in this weather. At least your hair is protected from getting wet and sticking together. You look around. What's below me? Layer upon layer of sand poisoned with industrial runoff. Storm drainage. Tell me a secret of the sands, wind. Someone stuffed big old polar anorak in a concrete pipe under the boardwalk. It would keep you warm? Oh. It would probably never happen across it, but who knows? I'll have to take a look at it. Ahem. What's above me? More Coalition aerostatic. Occasionally, light flashes maneuver through falling snow. One large airship carries crates in its belly. West, more winding coastline lined with abandoned buildings, crumbling piers. Beyond that, water turns black. Coal City in the shadow of St. Martin. No more the coal, blah, 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 blah. What's there? Just sort of skimming through at this point. The old mines, municipal, Le Petit Rats, brave the underground passageways, trying to get... Philippine kings were interred in their doctors and admirals, mausoleums, okay. Little rats, children under the age of 14, they go underground looking for artifacts to sell. Deeper. After Ruby, 2 kilometers underground, winding shaft, richest of all kings. Mausoleum contains quantity, purest pure, magenta cocaine. Magenta cocaine? Someone say untold quantities of cocaine? Drop what we're doing and go looking for this horde. A few petite rats return from shafts. A small child steps on a black tundra. To the east. Canal you cross to get here. Martinet proper. That's all. Like monuments. Warning. Okay. To the north. Abandoned church. 1 or 2 remaining. Yeah, I want to check this church out. Or do I guess I'll... Should I go around the rest of the coast to check the church, I wonder? On the inlet, remains a camp jagged piece of rock. Other side, there's ozone, but the snow falls too thick. You cannot see it that far. Before the curtains are drawn. Bay of Revachol, vastness, great depth, over 1,200 meters at its deepest. Water, air, wild pines. South. Raised motorway. The Pox was once a place for reflection. Okay. But still. Heavy drug use, slip through hole. Military. Jesus! It was home, I want more. Look around. Stomp your feet for warmth. We should keep moving. Who knows when the snow will let up. Takes so long to get to that point. And I mean, it's interesting, but, you know, I got places I want to be. Day is young and all that. Shadow of a large building fall on you. I think I'll look around first before I, head inside here. Just sort of get my bearings. I'll come back here once I've looked at everything the coast has to offer. Like this door. What have we here? Interfacing impossible. Oh, well. 20. What is this thing? A military service depot. Service of what? Washerwoman mentioned construction been used to take the shot. From here in the whirling rags, I can't see how. Would a crowbar help? I got a pry bar. Or do I need this bigger pry bar we've heard legends and rumors of? Nope. Wonder what's in there. Building before you house the engine, maybe a big green one. Chain trails off into the ocean to who knows where. Barrel's been recently discarded. Oh yeah, this rock. Secrets of the rock. It's $2.50. Nice. Cigarette butts. Someone's made a campfire here. Take a mental note of that cigarette brand. Rusted control box. A new tie. Ladder is too rusty to climb. Something here that would indicate sniper used this place as a nest for taking a shot. I mean, there's evidence that someone was here, the cigarettes and all that. Raise your collar. I don't see it, Lieutenant. Double Yefirtir. Sure. I don't see a person take a shot here and hit something there in the whirling rags. Campfire. Climb the comms tower. What about the cigarette butts? Those? A smoking assailant who favors Tio Mortiri to Astra or Druin. Cigarette butts are everywhere. It's a common brand for old men. Tower. Not possible to climb that ladder, and even if it were, why? There's no platform to aim from. Kim, you look cold. Maybe a little pilot's cap? No. No what? No, you're not cold? No what? An orange pilot cap would not help? Yes, that one. No to the orange pilot cap. Aw, but it would look so great on you. 2.1 kilometers, the cold water, by flank, waves, yeah, small rectangle, very visible, glowing light on the third floor of the whirling rags. With binoculars, you would see a young woman's shape moving behind the glass, limbs and slender, smoking, drinking, being happy. So it's possible. To warm my hands before pulling the trigger, perhaps, but anyone could have made this. The coast is full of fires this time of year. Truthfully, it seems like a very poor choice to take a 1.2 kilometer rifle shot with visibility awful, water vapor everywhere. I think we can rule this out. B double prime, was it? Yeah, right. Something's cracking on the ice. Probably ditch this joint before I end up sailing out at sea. Which, knowing this game, it probably would. It's like, well, now you're on the ocean. Time to solve ocean mysteries. A shirt! And some money. Maybe this boardwalk will be a hot date spot. Or maybe this club the boys are building. You never know. You work phone, dead phone. Can imagine why calls become terrible sometimes. So the phone was smashed. Right. So must have worked hard to smash the plastic dome. Someone has left an unidentified article of clothing on the rail. It smells real bad. Take a closer look. Streaked with dried seagull shit entangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests must be a jacket beneath a crust of filth. Please tell me you're not taking that with you. Might be a clue. A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jackets? Could have been multiple seagulls. You'd still take it. I don't want it. It's covered in seagull shit. Makeshift roof. Vagrants tried to make boardwalk habitable. I see. A postcard, alright. Not that interesting. But worth some money. Coin-operated weighing machine. Hasn't been used for a decade. Ooh, encyclopedia glasses. Hell yeah. Big wine canister, open and empty. Moonshine, probably. You there, sir. Resting right there. What's your deal? Smell is awful. It's familiar. What is that? It is... That is awful. Doesn't help. You can still smell it. Keep it in now. Don't overreact. Breathe. What is that? Don't you recognize it? Hideous pungency of faintly cloying sweetness. Only... Oh, is that guy dead? Something's not right. Ten has already brought a handkerchief to his nose. Uh-oh. Floorboards are rotten and weak. Stop messing with the coin viewer and hold on to something. The wind is strong. Alright, fair enough. This man is dead. Working class corpse. Well, there's a new character for 7-9 to remember. You got racist lorry driver and the working class corpse. A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand is chewing gum wrapper. Half his body is slipped in the cracks of the boardwalk, staring at the right leg. Fall of the left leg broken, controlled like a sad puppet. Smell is not as bad as 2-week-old corpse, definitely headed there. Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days, no longer. We need to investigate. Another dead body. Okay, great. Surroundings. There's dried blood on the metal bench right where the corpse's head rests. Floorboards are rotten and slippery, wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby, chewing gum. So we got drunk and fell and hit his head. Is that it? Be very, very careful where you step here. Step on a floorboard. Screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was what caused the boardwalk to break. Definitely looks fragile. Examine the man's head. Dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of the head, and open wound sticking cold to your touch. I don't see any of the major wounds, do you? Hard to say. Seems like the head wound was fatal, exactly the shape of the bench. Examine the bottle. 75-cent liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. Hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits, a slight touch of menthol. Man was meant to be enjoying himself and have a good time. Tear all around us. Looks at the 2 bottles forgotten near the coin operating view. Rubowski is the chewing gum operating, or is the chewing gum name apparently. Green leaves on the cover. Man's mouth is half agape from terror of the fall. Blackness of death, stench. Ugh. Confirmed, nearly a whole pack's in there. Solidified to the lower rear teeth. He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover up the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario, even the chewing gum. It's always the same. That's unfortunate. Man has fallen through the crack of the boardwalk. Hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still tangled through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure alcohol. 3 bottles of wine or 1.5 of spirits. And the damp of those boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose balance here. His expression is dull like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, age, clothes. Wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket. Bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest. Leather jacket suits him well. Must have been custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and rain-soaked library card. Okay, interesting. We should take a look at the library card. What do you think happened? Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. Truly unfortunate accident. It wouldn't have been that... If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive. Think he was drunk? Oh, yes. Alcohol poisoning and liver failure. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could definitely have played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. Nah, as he was falling, his liver failed at the exact wrong moment. Exploded. Killed him. Tragic. Really, it would have been extremely painful if the head hadn't been destroyed on impact. What about the kebab? What about it? Deceased ate some kebab. Probably from a nearby place, maybe in the Pox. Right. Probably not related to the lynching in any way. What do we do with them? From where I stand, I see 2 options. Either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or report back to the station and leave this to our colleagues to handle. Don't take the case. I mean, we should finish this. We found him. Alright, first examine the library card. Alright, library card. What secrets hold ye? Library card folded. Look at the backside. If lost, return to the library. Okay. Good. We have to give them a call on my Kanema and see if we can learn anything about Billy Majang. Good idea. There are plenty of information to go on. Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written, radio thriller, Stand a Little Less Between Me and the Sun. Last one on the list, The Glinting Curve by M. Thibault. Library stamp indicates the books have been returned. Most of these seem to be like sci-fi, some thrillers. Well, tragic, but what are you gonna do? Nothing else here, it seems. Can I get up here? Would actually let me. Oh, it will. Look at that. There's a dude and his kid. Alright, cool. You know, there's a dead body, like, right up the way, right? You probably shouldn't just be hanging out here. Another power box. Charges nothing. Fence blocks the path, no way from here. Oh, there's gas over there, too.
And Mikhail, notice the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side.
Trant Heidelstein. They're good dogs, Trant. He sees you approaching and smiles.
You, officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinaise.
No.
I'm Trant Heidelstein. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here.
Why does
Very rich in hypertext.
Why does he know Kim?
Nice to meet you.
How do you and Kim know each other? What was that about the window before?
Oh, yes. So, Mikhail, they had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago, so they didn't have windows on the south wall. No, I can't say that we've met before.
This guy's
but I've heard of Kim, of
got a
course.
weird way of
Mikhail,
talking.
say hi to the officers.
Say hi to the officers. I can't say we've met him before, but I've heard of Kim, of course.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately.
This guy's weird. Ruby's in the building. Find a way in. Alright, well, I don't think you needed to tell me that.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms.
Could have said find a way into the building without including the rubies
Just
in
as
there.
I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it, but why? Look like someone who has money. Do you have any money? What a fucking weird thing to say to somebody. Fascinating about an empty old building. Aha, but it's not just any empty old building. He raises his hand to shield himself from the freezing snow. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you. What not a lot of people know is this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical, and Feld, which now sells ink cartridges mostly, was once a top dog in the turn of the century cybernetics boom. Hold on, R&D? It's research and development. I know that. Looks old and weathered with seagulls pecking it apart. Beneath bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsing rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up there a nest on a broken windowsill. I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electrical. Maybe, sorry for spoilers. That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains. They started out in Midway Electronics outfit in Koningstein 2 centuries ago. Konenstein? After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player emerging in personal electronic market of pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tri-Sentinel was beating them in business machines. He gestures towards the building. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here. Let's get back to this later. I don't see how this is terribly relevant, and it feels like you're going to keep talking to me. No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. Sure. I'll take a look at the mirror myself. Feld R&D. Tomorrow's just a whisper away. Looks like tomorrow never came. Lieutenant raises the collar of his bomber jacket. Well, shame that. Ways into the building. Well, I mean, there's a ladder there. No, come on now. Can I get over there? Oh, I can't. Okay. There's also... Didn't someone say there was an anorak in a sewer pipe? Apparently it's not that one. Ah, boy. These fellows. Military blockades. So what say you, fellows? Impossible to get a fire near the ocean. Tiny cages. What say you?
Here we go. Nice and easy. No way out, little guys. Not out of this jam.
There's a cylinder on the ground with the man arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap.
Who's there? Oh, the police. Hello, officer.
His self-conscious enthusiasm renders movements ungainly. He looks like your understanding of a scientist.
Is that the police? Why's the police here?
Why did you record your lines a room away? Gary the crypto-fascist? What? Hey guys, it's Gary the crypto-fascist. Hi, Gary the crypto-fascist. What does that even mean?
Don't worry, Gary. I'll handle it.
Cryptozoologist, I get. Crypto-fascist is a new one for me, though.
Maybe the water lock is fixed.
We were supposed to go back to Martinez a couple of days ago, but that damned waterlock is broken.
Oh, that damned waterlock. He sounds exactly like a stereotypical, oh yes, we're here to explore and study the local fauna type of individual. So, nailed it on the voice, I guess. No, it wasn't me. Withhold that story.
Oh, good.
Could have been anyone.
We should really be getting back. Daddy could use a hot shower and a warm bed.
Did he say we can go back now?
Yes, Gary. We can go soon.
Yes, Gary. We can go soon. Turns to you. I hope you haven't been littering. Sure. What kind of science are you doing here? You look like a science person. You're not here to hide a dead body, are you? I've been seeing a lot of those.
No, officer. You've got the wrong person. I deal with living organisms.
No, officer. Doesn't miss a beat. You've got the wrong person.
I'm Morel, a cryptozoologist.
Now he's
I'm
Morel,
out
the
here looking for
cryptozoologist.
a rare insect called the Insulindian phasmid. I'd shake your hand, but...
He displays a gloved hand which is glistening with sewage and silt. Uh-huh. Is that a thing, or are you, like... Is this a conspiracy theory? Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in reeds laying traps for it. Makes it so difficult to find. Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phasmophobia, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds, aren't there? And I suspect they may have developed other specialized techniques to protect itself from predators. A scientist, in our present case. Yeah, right. Sure you have. And how big is it? I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid called Megaphasmodia, that word, is about the size of a grown man's forearm, so... Seems puny, to be honest. Sort of specialized technique is phasmid using to hide. Why are you so interested in the stick bug? Aren't there more sensational animals out there? Typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than the unversed in zoology give them credit for. It's not zoology at that point, right? It's, what's the study of insects? It's entomology, isn't it? Not to be confused with etymology. Because entomology is like bugs. Etymology is like word origin. I might have that backwards. Would be glory itself. To find creatures stayed hidden so long. So yeah, let's what we've found so far. Very little. That checks out. Based on first and third hand accounts, so no one's ever found one. Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid. Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof it exists, how do you know it's real? I know it's real. Cryptozoologist says brusquely enough that he seems taken aback by it. By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly. Yeah, alright, sure. And what makes you think it's here in Martinet? There was a credible sighting here recently. A pair of teenagers described a creature that matched it to an uncanny degree despite not knowing what it was themselves. Right. Cryptozoologist shakes his head vigorously. I have to resist the thought. Highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenius. Got it. Parthenosis. Parthenogenesis. Sure. Meaning females don't need males to reproduce. It makes it easier for species to survive adverse conditions. It's pretty clever. Yes, phasmid's very clever insect. Tell me more about these traps. I'm not really keen. Let's talk to Gary, the crypto-fascist.
Hello, I'm Gary.
The crypto-fascist.
How do you do, officer? Yellow man. I mean, officer.
I understand what that means now. Wow. Lieutenant raises an eyebrow. Just off the cuff, you couldn't even keep it in check, man? You see a guy who happens to be Asian and you're immediately like, hey, derogatory. I mean, individual who, you know, I should have respect for because you're a cop. How do you fuck that one up, Gary? Yellow man, that sounds familiar. Something to keep in mind for later.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization.
Yo, I have a coffee mug that might be yours. More of a city boy.
Nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
That's my crew.
Dark times will do that to good men.
Is this your mug? Do you know anything about the man hanging behind the whirling rags? I can just ask him if it's his mug. Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinet is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that. So you do know about it. No, he shakes his head. Nothing. It was some kind of mercenary. He was some kind of mercenary, but everyone knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it all. He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange. We're surprised to see my colleague Kitsuragi. Not many Sealites here or anywhere other than Seal. I mean, no offense, truly. I don't think you would have said Yellow Man if that were the case. Do you have a problem? Lieutenant's a native to Revachol. Oh, yes, of course he is. I was speaking about his connections. Ethnicity, I believe, is the word you're looking for. Let's change the subject, okay? No. You have a problem? No, no problem at all. How about one more? Why? What are they doing in... I can keep being racist. You know what? Never mind. I think I'm good. Are you a cryptozoologist too? No, I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way, but I don't go for the picnics like this on my own. Okay. Waste of time, gotta keep moving, yeah. There is probably a follow-up in this, but you can't think of any. This your mug? My mug? Why would you think that? So I seem to widen at the sight. He's seen it before, right? I said, Yellow Man, that's not something many people go around saying. Well, yeah. It seems as if you were calling to it longingly when you cried Yellow Man. I see that you recognize it in your eyes. You look like the kind of guy that might have a collection of mugs like this at his home, a colonial mug collection. Ooh, yeah, I have been to his home. Really? I hear it all the time. Just, all in jest. No offense meant to anyone. Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching? Okay, I admit I threw the mug in the trash container behind the hostel. No, I shouldn't have. I'm very sorry, officer. Not gonna find me, are you? I mean, he threw it in the trash, so... 20 real. He accepts it. Okay, I deserve that, and I won't do it again. You have my word. I figure I should, punish him a little bit for the fascism and all that. But, he is giving us information. I don't know what got into me, stuffing my garbage in another man's property. I've been having trouble at work lately. The Kajkos are price dumping us out of the competition. What did you do, Gary? Nothing. Just answering some questions, helping out the law. Here we go. How'd you get into the trash? Yeah, how did you? I know a guy who works with the collection service. CS Municipal gave me a master key. I do need to get into everyone's trash. So I can use the Whirling Rags trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. Alright, so the fine was appropriate. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I should have I shouldn't have disgraced myself. Disgraced? No need for histrionics, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container. Ahem. Officer, please, let me explain. It's not like that. Do. I was only cleaning up. I have the right to a yard where... I have a right to access the yard from where he was hanged. I saw him stripped naked, all the clothes laying around the yard smelling. People are animals, Yes, what happened? Then I came to clean up the rags because no one else would. Put them in the Whirling Rags trash along with the broken mug, admittedly. Okay, I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug in there with my clothes. Right, it was just civic duty. Exactly, it's exactly what it was, civic duty. As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks like glass beads against another roll across hardwood. You've heard this sound before. What was that strange sound? What sound? That clicking I heard when you moved. Really? Lots of weird stuff in these reeds, though. Insects. You know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you? Yeah, wait a minute. I'm wearing the gauntlets! Armor? No, I mean, yes, of course, I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic's concluded. Let's move forward for now. Hope I could help with the investigation. Composure. He's shifting around. Ooh, the clicking sound. Wants to wear armor. Thinking about the armor. Success! Double fours. I was going to say double eights, but it was 8. That shirt on looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping it together as something ready to rip out from underneath. Something worn underneath? Yes, a piece of ceramic armor. One that makes clicking sounds when the plates meet each other. Something resemble pearls or marbles stolen from a corpse. That's your connoisseur of high-quality combat gear. Freezes, then sighs heavily. I knew you'd figured it out. Sorry I didn't tell you. You got another fine coming, buddy. You see gleaming white ceramic shine underneath a thin layer of interlocking plates. I was ashamed of what I did, and I didn't want you to know. Shame is surprisingly sincere. Gary, what's going on? Later, Morel, I've got apologizing to do. And you've got explaining to do. Why'd you really try the clothes on in the place? Why'd you lie to me, Gary? Everyone was picking the pieces of armor off him, and I was watching them. They scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash, start cleaning up all those rags in the ground around him, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here. Only cuirasses were left, so God, there's the white again. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. Took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have. Fuck. It's okay. There's a loose end, and you're tying it up now. So fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Yeah, Ciliate officers commanded the suzerain navy. Most of them sided with the king when... It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotion. How about you give me the armor? Yeah, you weren't gonna keep it, mate. That was never an option. Soon it's in my hands and smelling of sweat, but so light to hold. This is it. This will protect your mortal shell. Don it and live. Do you know who killed him? I always thought it was Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike, but almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more. Are we done here, Gary? Yes, absolutely. I'll never do anything like this again. So you live in that apartment? Sure do. His eyes narrow slightly, wondering where this is going. Mr. Clare must be very angry with you. I think I broke into your apartment. I'm sorry. Mr. Everett? Yeah, he insisted I open the door to your apartment. So you work for Everett Clare. Officer, please just tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What have I done? Oh, this guy's having a bad day. He lowers his tone. He hunches his back. Relax. I don't even know what it's about. Yeah, I don't know what it's about, but he doesn't like you. Trying to shit yourself, Gary? It's just an open door. What could it be about? I probably talked too loud in the whirling about some theories I had. Whatever it is, I'm done. I won't do it again. If there's anything else I can do to assist you or the Union, just ask. I'll help out. It's scared him proper. He's melting. Wow. Weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned. Clearly liked his squirming. Maybe even changed his mind about the whole door opening operation. Thanks for your cooperation. Nothing like making a crypto-fascist squirm a little bit, you know? Alright, well, let's keep looking along the boardwalk, or the island here. What's up here? Anyway, I can actually get up there? Apparently, I go around the building. Hold up, we got some things to look at here. I'll get to that in a second, though. Oh, okay. And some shades. Ooh, more savoir-faire. No boat in the boathouse today. Boathouse is solidly constructed. And what have we here? Visual calculus. Bullet hole in the plaza, bullet hole in the back of the yard. More bullet holes. Something's going on here. Correct. Density of the holes are unusual. Average bullet hole frequency in Martinet, higher than usual. Meaning a lot of bullets. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire, something you don't see these days. Nod your head even more. Yes, nodding. Lieutenant's nodding so hard it looks like his head's about to snap on his neck. Don't stop nodding! Lieutenant matches your pace. He's a true professional at this. Nodding reaches critical mass. You can't take much more of this. Keep nodding, god damn it! A small bead of sweat runs across Lieutenant's face as he maintains his nodding. It's too much. You can feel your vertebrae starting to crack, your muscles groaning. Nod once more. As the lieutenant takes out a handkerchief and softly taps the sweat off his temple, a faint crack goes through the coast. Oh shit, fuck, hell. Abort, it's too late. Busted neck, did ya? He cranes his neck left and right, stretching. Glad I stopped when I did. My neck was really starting to hurt. Don't worry, it'll mend. Now, we should get going. That was great. I love it. Damn it. Visual calculus, huh? Alright, well, I can try and boost that. My, visual calculus isn't changed any. I forgot I have drugs that I can be using to boost all of my stats as well. Visual calculus, the old VC. Interfacing. Visual calculus, the yellow one, right? No, it's blue. Okay. So, is it just the glasses? Encyclopedia, perception. Okay. Oh yeah, this is pain threshold and volition, but less empathy. I guess that's good. More volition clothing. Is that really my only visual calculus thing? Fuck me. Alright. That's 17 now. Maybe later. Boards creak dangerously as you run. Be careful. Logic. Ooh, the flan Pippo. What the fuck's a Pippo? Whatever, it boosts logic. I'll keep it in mind. Check these boards out. Going round the coast. Apparently this is the end of the coast. Alright. I guess I'll check the church then. I know you said Ruby's in the building here, but A, I don't really see a way into it. Maybe it'll come up later. And B, I'm probably going to do that next stream. Kind of want to... I got like half an hour left, so I'm just going to finish up by going into the church, seeing what that's all about. You're the church, right? Okay. Open the padlock with the key. Let's go. I bet the church won't be super weird and, you know, existential for poor old Ambrosius Custo, Raphael, to his friends. Strange stillness fills you as you look ahead. You should walk here, not run. Okay. You keep telling me that, but somehow I feel like that's important. Grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. More of the fork lightning pattern you saw outside. Blackboard's filled with complex equations that look recent. Something to do with radio frequencies. No one appears to be here, but I see some shoes over there. I look at the church. Whew. In white, silver, and apricot fiance, whatever that is, young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She's impossibly tall, oval-faced and sad, a dark and radiant majesty. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs. Oh, so they are. Clearly visible from underneath the flowing dress. You should kneel. Well, I'll kneel then. Sort of expecting one knee, but okay. Knees touch the ground, floorboards hard and cold as you kneel among the snowdrifts diffuse, light falling on your hands beyond the glass. Look up. When it looks down, you kneeling. She towers over you. The architecture is a sad smile on her lips and a glint. What is this? Compassion or remorse? Probably compassion. As that soft word passes through your mind, the lieutenant draws an X-shaped cross from shoulder to shoulder. It is shoulder to shoulder. Do the same as you get up. Your fingertips touch your... Oh. Well, I mean, I have encyclopedia stuff, actually. Fingertips rise. You rise from your knees and stare at the apricot-colored lights in the window. Above you, a woman smiles her distant smile. This is Doris Day, or Dolores Day. The old woman in the village was right. This must be a DeLorean Church of Humanity of Martinet, or a small pine wood. You knew of the place? It's a minor landmark, not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. It was built not long after Revachol's founding 300 or so years ago by the first-generation settlers. Okie dokie. Okie dodo, he whispers in the silence of the great building. It's a visual calculus, which is quite bad, and an encyclopedia, which I might actually be able to get. And a hot save. That said, they're both, encyclopedia, yeah, they're both intellect. What have I got drug-wise for my intellect? Psyche, intellect. Ah, the smokes. Good old smokes, you never let me down. Now that I have encyclopedia glasses. Throw those bad boys on. And you do logic. Okay. Savoir-faire. Okay. Take a quick smoke. Yes, yes. Now look at it again. Visual calculus is still 28, but encyclopedia is 83. Nice. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears to be lodged in your hippocampus. This is her, Innocence Dolores Day. Innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps the most famous human being to have ever lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still, and will haunt you forever, as it haunts all men. Was there something terrifying about her? Terrifying is a term too emotionally charged for your semantic memory, or what remains of it, but although she often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live, there was something ominous about Dolores Day, constantly surrounded by her farriers. She was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocents. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaign she waged against the Mesk state, and there were the resettlement programs. What happened? The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were experiencing whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education program and mass resettlement of upstream Magritte were problematic as well. Dissenters were suppressed by military force they called the Army of Humanity, suggesting those who fought against it were not part of humanity. She adored chess, but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds tiny tin soldiers between her index finger and thumb, such icons as this. She was also blonde, blondest woman you've ever seen. Green eye color is Pesantic Mare Internegum. Little is known about her Marches husband. It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying about people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her. Lieutenant Diefritter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. Lieutenant's calm voice. What are you thinking of, if I may ask? War criminal! I just fell to my knees and worshipped her. War criminal! Is she somehow connected to the case? I mean, in a grander scheme, she's beautiful. She is a great sacral piece. I wonder what we're doing here, however. In this church, I mean. Visual calculus. Well, maybe one day. Hey, Her Innocence Dolores Day liked figurines, right? Like holding men between her fingers, remember? Yeah, I remember that. You have the Headless Fallen figure rider. You should give it to her. Win her back. What? Win who back? Don't be pessimistic. Love doesn't die easily. Yes, I should. This is a task. So very, very, very nifty, and mysterious. This is surely what figurines are for. Portable Harriman tape recorder. So, is it an interactable? No, it's a tool. Item? What do I do with it? I can't, like, put it in my hand or anything. Do I click back on there and interact with it? Looks like I can't give the figurine to her. Why not? Why? Because she's a stained glass window. That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else. Like what? Is the task still on? I don't know. What are we thinking of? Part of your mind is gone to other things already. Mother... Well... Odd. Reconstruct the cracked glass. I don't have the visual calculus for that. Maybe if I had my visual calculus glasses on. Was it now? 42? 42. Worth a shot. I kind of want to see where this leads. It seems intriguing. Come on, luck. Hell yeah, my god. Okay. A jigsaw of broken shards falls into place in front of you. Ghostly reconstruction of stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was an older woman beneath a younger one. A text. Leitmotiv below them. Who's the older woman? That on her throne says Irene the Navigator. She's depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed glasses, having golden that in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen, her innocence day advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs and stand at her feet. Secret Service men, Theres, stand in row guarding her. Must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail. What shattered this mosaic? Unknown. A motor carriage? No. A gunshot? Someone falling into it? Or maybe just hooligans looking for something to break? What does the motto say? Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie morte, après la vie de nouvelle. Après la vie. After... Or with? No. With something is death. And with death is that. I think it's with life there is death, and with death there is de nouvelle, whatever de nouveau is. Along the left side, okay. Lieutenant, this used to say afterlife, death. Yeah, I got after death, afterlife, death, after death, life again. Oh, okay. After the world, the pale, after the pale, the world again. The exclamation is common in DeLorean sacralism. In early years, there was even incorporated into the RCM slogan. No more, however. It's the RCM motto now. Justice, union, prudence, and force. It's not very feminine. I like the other one better. So do I. Looks like I can't give the figure to her. Glass. Like what? Is the task still on? What is the task? Offer figurines to Doris. Interesting. Did get a level up. Spend it how I damn well please. This place. Seems intense. Yeah, we got the bowls filled with water here. Silence is part of the church. Almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. I hear something. And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But the faintest of hums. That was creepy. You can hardly hear your own breathing. Yell as loudly as you can. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving. Proceed, a few muffled thumps of which the silence feels even more total somehow. What's happening? Lieutenant points at his ears and shakes his head, then leans closer. Can you hear anything? But it's extraordinary. I've never experienced anything like this. I wonder why the church was built with such strange acoustics. Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening here. You can see him tense up a bit. Look into the bell tower. Sight! I'm good on that. What if I don't want to know what's up there? Orly Rose, tower overhead. I'll try that. Sight, even odds. Oh, come on! Damn it. Curse you, bell tower. Whatever secrets you may hold. Just darkness without end. Makes your head spin. Try to make out something, anything. There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented, see dark, rising. Officer, what are you looking at? What's the darkness like? Filled with vague shapes. Blink. Oh, good. See someone hanging from the rafters looking straight at you with dark eyes. It's possible to talk to it. Hey guy, what's up? Is that a man? It looks more like part of the carpentry of the buildings come alive and is now studying you. Who's there? Man leans forward, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
I bet your alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You've come to the right place.
What are you doing here? Right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of the bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
He's living in the rafters of a church that apparently has a spiritual moment waiting to happen with me, and, like, also a weird acoustic spot. Worth asking. I'm put off by the religious stuff, he thinks, and maybe the ceiling climbing too. It's all very hard to square with the Lieutenant's own view of reality. Yeah, there's like a lot here I think we need to. Hey, and what was that about the bottle? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Sheesh. Yeah, I guess I've had a bit of a problem, and it's been getting out of hand lately. I'm a policeman. I need to talk about police things. I don't know anything about alcohol use.
Sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, eh? I can smell the control. All the way over here.
I had a cigarette. Interacts with computer on the right. It's related to that weird silence phenomenon you're acting with. I mean, I was going to, but okay. Just kind of, in the middle of something right now. I was going to hit that. That's one of the ones we saw in, like, the abandoned district, right? It's got the, They wanted a password. That's right. I'm doing just fine, thank you. Fine, I'm struggling. You don't know me. Conversations. Fine, I'm struggling.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wreaking on your mind and your spirit.
El Vino?
Necesitas parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Thanks, Kim. Look at these crazies. What is this shit? For some reason I feel like I have a point. Who do you think you are? Some crazy guy under a roof? What is this? Alcohol is my identity. This is stupid. This is all well and good, but I need to talk about unlicensed occupants. For some reason I think you have a point.
Don't trust me. Trust them all.
Wasteland of reality.
Messenger, Holmes.
Wasteland of reality. It's been brought to your attention that you're an alcoholic, and it's a sickness. It's killing you. It's calling, this would be interesting. Insomnia, meaning I can't sleep. And it takes 20 hours? So I either need to do this as soon as I wake up, or, like, stop so I can go to bed and then keep working on it. Insomnia. This is another one of those, I feel like the cost is really steep because I want to know why. Like, what is it that makes this cost so steep? What will that get me? Maybe you can quit. Maybe I can. I'll consider it. I'm only the oh, yeah, okay.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
He sways gently on the beams, waiting for you to take it all in. I don't even think I can start in the beginning of the day, because I wake up at like 7 or 8, and the day ends at 22. So it would take more than one day to research that, no matter what I do. You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident. It doesn't end at 22. The day will end at 2, period. Like, it won't let me continue going on anymore. I guess I could just draw out the research at that point. Whatever it is, he's confident. Just look at how graceful he sways. Where did you come from? Smiles strainedly. Up there, Holmes. Must be something illegal about living in a church ceiling. I don't know yet, but there must be. You aren't moving like a human. I am, at least in part, Holmes, until Mother's love burns away the crude distinctions of the body. What does he mean by in part? Well, at least you're human. That's a relief. I'm glad you're feeling more comfortable. First-timers are always nervous. Must be. I have other questions. What are you doing here? This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, way out into nothingness. Church is built for the purpose of veneration. I circle it, nurtured by silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly. What will happen if you drink from this perforation? I don't understand what you're doing in this church. I'll be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, at one state of the world before reality began. Sounds like a bit. Subsituation behavior, no? You know a thing or two about that. I just don't understand what you're doing in the church. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing Mother's glory. You should sing for me. I'm a superstar cap. It don't really make sense for you to sing if she's the Mother of Silence. That's a solid point. I don't know. I don't mean literal singing. Mother of Silence we're talking about. Singing in burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes, that's a material. The burning, the flames themselves are without sound. Sure you didn't just switch one drug for another? It's not like that at all. It's just faith, a joyful service. Faith is a kind of drug. I've heard it that way before, but I know I can't convince you on the spot, and I know I can't convince you on the spot, but think! When was the last time you woke up in a silent communication with a hangover regretting what you did last night? Like 3 days ago. I guess you have a point. I know it'll take time, don't sweat it. How'd you find this place? Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. Past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me. You mean her? The mother of silence? No. There's a new god in town. She can't be painted or sculpted because she has no limbs or even a face. She is the end. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I can't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes. No one ever will. His adoration is beyond sexual. The cavity is something that no human form has. Huh. Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub. One's out in the tent. I seen him. Think they're scared of me. Wait, do they have reason to be scared? So what do you think about a nightclub? Why not? That wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company. Do you know where the other spooker is? Other spooker? Oh, esa vegeta muy estudiados. Spanish words. I don't know. Don't know, Holmes. Grandma. There's another person living here and it's an old lady? Nah, I just call her that because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear. Right, I'll see if I can find some other way. You have to wait until she comes back, or search through a radio computer. Why the church was abandoned? Sure. Police raid. Oh. Did you witness it? Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. Mother's love has done her job. Thanks, I guess. That guy's weird. That guy is super weird. I'll check the back of the church. I saw some shoes I want to steal, and then I guess I'll hit that radio computer. These pants, what have we here? Hell yeah, scarf. Pain threshold. Figures drawn. Okay. Don't know why it needed to shift like that. Shoes and what look like money. And then I'll check out that radio computer. Okay, well, I'll get there one day. Whatever it is, I'll get there one day. Empathy, hell yeah. If only I had more. I think with empathy I can try the Kuno check again when I get back to the mainland. I can also, I think I have some Volition clothing now, so I can try that particular check with Krajé. Machine stands in the corner, watched by figures of stained glass window, turned on and quivering with soft electricity. Another radio computer, and this time it's really turned on. The machines sometimes harbor a trap, he thinks, like alarms. We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case. Well, let me investigate. Yeah, but the machine looks like one at the doomed commercial area. It is also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model. The one you saw earlier at the REM Civic is REM Perfect, a model number that, equipped with Feld mainframe and a REM-compatible interim printer. You see Virescent play and print buttons on the keyboard, a hatch. The lieutenant says nothing. You see the machine's glowing frame. Look inside the compartment. Behind the hatches sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments smoldering in the dark like fireflies. Silver tape on the side says log February through March. This print, nothing happens. Play. Speakers come to life. An old lady greets you. Sounds 100 years old. Oh, this woman again. No, I don't have the password. Is this personal log? Like the one in the commercial area. I have 2 machines registered to this company in the name Martinet, one in Saint Brun and the other in Rue de Saint Guillaume. St. Brune, that's the church, and Rue de St. Guillaume, that's the doomed commercial area. Anything I can help you with? Log? God damn it, I don't have your damn password. So he's trying to guess the password. Is it my birthday? No. Shit! I don't know the password. Yeah, I've heard it before. Password. Microphone, maybe? Is it written on the computer somewhere? That's usually what people do these days, just a sticky note. Inside the compartment. Passwords? Print. No. Damn it. Alright, well. Talk to weird... Oh, okay. Thank you. See, that's the kind of shit I need. That was like... I wouldn't have gone back to talk with that guy. Spider is spun around. Okay.
Oh, hey, wait. There's coffee in the back. Oh, wait. I'm in the mother's love.
I'd prefer coffee, actually. You haven't by chance heard the Vegeta, or Vegeta, say the password for her radio computer? Too many times, I say, need it for something? For Scream Murder investigation. I just want to break into a radio computer and see what's on it. Don't sweat it. Passwords is afterlife death. Cool. What was that about coffee? Look, man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of Mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee. We're done here. Oh. That was an interesting conversation. However, I'm not so sure it's relevant to our investigation. Is there coffee in the back? There's no coffee in the back. Darn. Oh, well. Back to the radio computer. And there, I've been walking in your church. I wonder if the password for the other one is afterlife death as well. I should check that when I'm down there. Let's try his password thing again. Afterlife death. Good, I've unlocked the filament after ending the call. Press print to access the filament. Okay. Print. Prints out a long text document. Read. First entry made on the 4th of February. Unknown author. Arrived at church. Door was boarded up. Used crowbar to get inside. Looks like place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary. I'll ask around to figure out how to get electricity. Tenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, looks up, muttering under his breath. 4th of February? It's over a month ago. We've set up these machines. Has been here quite a while. Read the second. February 6th. Had a little chat with a local fisherman. It said I shouldn't go near the place. Church was spooky. Ridden with narcotics. A little spooky, alright. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See, even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. Was that about narcotics? This should prove interesting. Narcotics? I doubt we can find any. It's just idle fisherman gossip to scare away kids. Nothing spooky about this place either. There is. It's just abandoned and cold in an awful part of town. And there's like a weird void of silence and a dude living in a ceiling. February 7th. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, new antenna. I'm thinking Esker series, something advanced. Why would you need an antenna? Why would anyone need any of the equipment? Well, fair enough. Steps on a wire. Yes. February 8th, bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up, called Simo for help, heard the others back to making art, drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislaw started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking for money from strangers, but at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can work anywhere. Graphic design, ads, programmers are doing fine. I mean, they're programmers, writers, though. They're fucked. Respect for English majors. I have just found out what caused the data loss and what to be done with it. I just have to find. Still don't understand how it manages to wipe out the backup when backup wasn't connected to the front. I don't know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying, but I have to set it right. Data loss. Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed and how everyone thought it was the author's fault. Let's just keep reading. Who are these people? think there are people who worked in the radio computer game business. Oh, yes. They must be your former coworkers. I can see writers for that if it goes under. Well, I mean, you can probably find other computer games, right? Just, you know, in a more organized project. Bought some food from the grocery store. Apparently there's a strike going on in the harbor. Definitely not happy to see Martinet's people again. Everything's now set up in the church. I'm going to start working tomorrow at 8 a.m. The strike. We're nearing the date of the murder. It's a fly in my room. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to see what's the radio anomaly has seen this person here in the first place. February 25th. I've been sending up data to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I named it the Swallow. It's Swallow's sound. Maybe a different name. Need to get some mics. Is she talking about... Yeah, probably. Yes, the first recording confirms the swallow is real and I'm not losing my mind. It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence or it could be reconnected to the data loss that led me here. So Ceiling Man's trying to get as high as he can while being in that cone. Pillar of silence. She is talking about the silence, suggesting it's more than just architectural quirk. What could it be? Tent doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying basins. The water shines in them, no ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the sounds to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disc song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I could even say hello, she got scared and left. Good thing I don't want anyone distracting me from my work. Disco men must be a cell. Must be a cell. Girl on the Ice sounds like her. Got a call from the repeater station. Someone has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinet. Oh, that would be me. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm a part of Curse. How Martinet of her. That's me. I'm the one that broke into the radio computer. I knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with that machine. No, it was a great idea. You learning things. This is how you learn about machines. March. A new 2mm aux cable, noodles, crackers, ping energy drinks, water, toothpaste, in all caps, gum, also some canned air. Suna, the programmer. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer. Uh-oh. It's not what it looks like.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds the off button for several seconds and it reboots. Yes, you are breaking in, but onto her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
I can assure you I'm an expert circuit bender. I'm not breaking into a computer. I'm using it in Coalition military data links. Right, sure. We're here on a side case representing, we're not breaking in. I'm just pursuing mysterious lead, searching for my lost identity. I mean, obviously I'm a master circuit bender.
There are no Coalition military data links. And even if there was, you couldn't access them over a civilian network.
Yes, I could. I'm a cybernetic god. I'm using your REM perfect to commandeer the Coalition warship Archer. I will turn the cannons against its masters. You're right, I'm a drunk cop. I don't know how to do anything interesting with radio computers.
That's nonsense. You're just a police officer.
She barely looks at the keyboard and you hear the machine whir back to life.
No, please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Of course. But we're going to save that conversation for tomorrow. I've been going for a few hours, so I am done now at this point. I'm going to save my game this time because I kind of forgot to do that my last time I closed, and I had to replay a bit. That was like earlier today, but that was good fun. So, when we come back, we'll be having a big old chat about her, this church. Never mind. It kind of looks like that she's decapitated in the pause screen here. It's weird. Anyway, until then, talk to you later. Sure to go share. See you around Ask Clowns. Thank you everyone who tuned out to watch the stream. I love y'all.